Welcome to Mechas and Dragons. Thank you guys for coming around to watch us here. Just a little bit of information before we jump into the action. We're a D&D game that follows the 5th edition rules. If you haven't guessed by the name, we're a little bit of magic, a little bit of tech, a little bit of everything rolled into one, so everybody can have their piece of pie, eat it, have a little fun too. We're about a year into the campaign, but we're getting some good storyline, and everybody in the group thought that it would be fun to stream and let you guys see what we've got going on here. So hope you enjoy what you see.
So I've begun recording. This is the official recording.
D&D has all the graphics. None of the other games can even come out anymore because we took all the graphics.
All right, so I came up with a new map with the new continent names. You guys are welcome to look at that. I printed a new Durmstead continent map, zoomed in, showing Falkirk as it is in all its glory, rather than just a cobble of squares for buildings.
What's the Magic Kingdom name?
Incontinent continent. That's weird.
Incontinent
Aaron, Holmesford, and Durmstead. And then, of course, I have the map of the capital, which I'll give to you guys now.
Oh yeah, because we're like there and stuff, aren't we?
You are a day's hike.
A day?
To start you guys off, you walk out of the mine/cave.
Right.
Into a ruined area with a loose road leading up to it. And you are up on one peak, and you look out at a peak across from you, and you guesstimate you're roughly a day's march from the capital. So you're essentially going to go kind of down and back up to that peak. If somebody would like to make an intelligence check, survival check, whatever, you can kind of judge how many hours march you think it's going to take you to get
I'll
there.
make a survival.
I'll make a survival as well.
I'll let those guys.
I was gonna say intelligence is a no.
I got pretty
same
good
for me.
survival.
Intelligence, I'm just a big dumb guy.
Really,
dumb
What's your
guy.
intelligence? Mine's 9.
Hope I had my character sheet open.
Alright. I think mine is like, hold on, let me pull it up.
Are you a base?
Checking for updates.
Checking for updates.
This is the worst.
Okay.
I can pull yours up.
I think it's like a 7.
Where's the...
Someone give me a d20.
I think it's a -1.
I've
Yeah,
got like
skills.
1,000.
That would be a
So you don't have your dice, is that
worse
what you
than
said?
No, I don't.
Oh,
7 would be.
So,
here are 3
that would
complete
be.
sets.
Oh, that'll do.
Okay, that'll do, Pete.
That would be
Go
a
ahead.
16.
Your intelligence is -1.
Minus?
Yes.
Hold on
Oh.
a second.
What's the...
Survival?
I rolled
Yeah!
an 18.
Okay, your survival's +6 because you're in.
I rolled a 16.
18 and 16. All right. So you guys kind of gauge the trail. You see it kind of bend into the woods and kind of judge where it picks up with the main road that you can kind of pick off in the trees. If you were to continue at a normal pace, it'd probably take you about 9 hours, and it's roughly 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
I was about to ask what time it was.
So at this rate, you could make it to the capital by like 1 a.m.-ish, but you'll have to make a few constitution checks to make sure you don't just pass out and die on the way. You could increase your speed and run at a faster pace and get there in probably about 6 hours, but you'd have to make a constitution check to make sure you can keep that pace up, but you'd make it there, a lot faster time.
My intelligence is 8.
How big of a hurry are we in?
Homal's not the
I
dumbest.
was going to say
Homal is smart.
we've been hiking a while. How
Weird.
about a short rest in case we come up on something? I could recharge my batteries. May have a few more abilities I can throw out.
What did you roll on survival? Can I also...
I rolled a 16.
16, 18,
Can I roll to see if I see any shortcuts?
sure.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
You don't.
So, yeah, you kind of glance at the trees
Morning,
and you're
Tim.
like, squirrel!
Actually, you could have
Yeah.
just completely said, you do see a shortcut, and just led us the totally wrong
Yeah.
direction.
We wouldn't have thought anything
Alright,
of it
so-
either. That's the thing. I wouldn't have.
So you guys are going to take a short
Alright, let's
rest?
Yeah.
That's about an hour. It'll put you at about 5. You guys good with that?
I mean,
That depends. Where's the hound?
Yeah, we need
Where's the murderous rat you guys are doing?
I've still got a hunter's
know.
mark on him.
I don't.
Hunter's mark on him? Oh, yeah, because it's still the same day. Okay. So, if you want to make a check for that, you can.
What would that be?
Murderous rat
That'd be a
check?
perception check.
At advantage because of the mark. Is that what it was?
Yeah. And normally you wouldn't be able to tell.
24.
24. Wow.
A modified 24.
So,
Really?
Really?
when you left the hound, he was behind you. You took a shortcut through the mine cave, thinking you're ahead of him. He's somewhere that way in the woods.
Like towards the capital?
He's
Yes.
off
Correct? Okay.
Moving away from
off in the distance, moving
you.
away
You can
from
feel
us.
him moving away from you.
He's moving towards the capital, though.
Yes.
Neat.
So are you relaying that to all of us?
I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay.
Yo, he going. Yeah, he went that way. At which point I point.
Do you think we can catch up to him?
He's moving pretty quick, so we wouldn't be able to take a rest. And I'll be honest with you.
You can't tell how fast he's moving. You can kind of get the general direction and feel that he's getting farther. But there's no way to
Considering
tell.
we ourselves have been traveling for as long as we have, and he's still pulling away from us, I'm gonna say we're gonna probably have to hoof it to catch up. So if we want to be at all prepared for a fight, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to take a nap. Tim's gonna have. I mean, what's your name?
Delaris.
Oh yeah, I don't fucking like you. Delaris says he needs to take nappies.
All right. So are we willing to give up on the night? And if we lay down for a rest now, we could wake up in the middle of the night and storm the capital by morning, I guess. Be early in the morning.
Have we taken the time to think about storming the capital as a 5-man group?
We still have Herodis with us, so. Oh, wait,
Six?
no,
Well,
that's
yeah, that
right.
is
Yeah.
5.
Man,
Yeah, that's right.
okay.
Whoa! Don't forget me.
I was meta miscounting.
It could
Always surprised with what you sound like, Fido. Anyway, I'm not the leader here. I'm relatively new to this group, but it seems like we should probably take a step back and maybe think about this before we storm the capital of a city
How
or
about
capital of a continent.
I would take a short rest, march a few more hours, lay down for the night.
Okay.
All while you guys have been talking about this, I've been over here setting up camp under this Christmas tree.
I look
Well,
up.
how
I look
that
up.
figures.
I look up and I say, "Fucking nervous guy." Fine,
So yeah, I guess we're gonna.
but I'm not sleeping by
We'll
him.
make a camp for the night, aren't we?
So you guys are making camp at 4 p.m.
We're gonna go ahead and make camp,
The
and
plan
then
is to
I'm gonna
start a march
kind
in
of,
the middle of the night.
I'm gonna kind of dip off,
Get there at sunrise. I
dip
guess.
off into the trees and see if I can't take game.
Okay. 8 hours would put you at like midnight-ish that you'd start. All your perception checks will be at disadvantage and all that good stuff because it'll be pitch black out. Unless, if you guys have dark vision,
I think I've dark vision.
think I have.
you don't need to worry about dark vision. You've got your glowing staff of.
Oh yeah, I've got a stick.
You've got oak light.
But I do have a light. But, however, that's only like a radius.
That's true.
Yeah, so you're dipping off to find game.
I actually don't have dark vision.
What?
Do any of us
Dude,
have
wait.
dark vision? This could be a problem.
I'm
Are
a
you
half.
sure you
Hold
don't
on.
have dark vision?
Omal has dark vision.
I think I do.
Because if
I
none
don't
of us
even
can see
remember
in
where
the
to
dark,
see that.
it might not
All
be
right,
a good
I'm
idea
Watt
to-
now. No.
Might be a good idea to not hike in the dark and make as much
You
headway as you can
have-
now.
Oh shoot.
Where do I even
Features
see
and
this?
traits, maybe?
It's not there.
Yeah, I don't have it on there, obviously.
I'm assuming it'd be under actions.
No, it's like a vision type. Like it's part of your
Abilities,
character
saves,
profile.
and senses.
Senses. That's the one.
I do have dark vision. Okay, yeah, 60 feet.
Why does it show
Where the hell do you even see that?
Just nobody asked me what color anything is.
You have an herbalism
Where do you see
kit.
You go to
Ability, saves, and senses.
guys D&D Beyond.
Yes.
App is wonderful.
Where did you see that?
For me, it's at the bottom of this.
Like in proficiencies
I'm
and languages.
on the app.
No, senses. There it
I
is.
don't use
So-
the app.
Senses.
Yeah, I have
Yeah, whatever. I'm sure I don't have it
passive
anyway.
perception, investigation, and insight. I have no dark vision.
Oh, it would say it right there.
Yeah.
Oh, senses.
I don't have dark vision.
Weird.
To make sure nobody sees this can of Diet Coke, I'm going to drink it with 2 hands.
Double fisted.
Hey, we
Guys,
can
Diet Coke.
Guys, Diet Coke.
All right. So make a survival check, Mr. Vixen, if you're going to look for some game.
You fucking would.
This can tie into my mini game you were supposed to do last time before you murdered all the rats.
Also, you fucking would.
I also
Wait, murder wasn't the only option?
That's an
No.
11.
I had like 2 pages of notes on what you could do
It
there.
definitely was the only option.
That's an 11.
That's an
Did you
11.
not hear the way they were talking?
Okay.
Imagine.
You rolled an 11. Roll a d4.
Okay. I don't like that.
Get it.
You got
Oh,
4.
4. You spot a large lizard the size of a cat.
How big of a cat we
He's-
talking? Like an
I
iguana?
put my hands up. That's big.
know if it was for scale
Like
or
a
if it
cat
was for.
size. That's a lizard. Praise the gods. All right.
Make sure Vixie's not around or he's going to
so
try to make friends with it.
You're gonna notch an arrow and shoot it.
You know, lions.
All
are
right.
cats.
Make an attack roll.
16.
16. Yeah, you hit it. You skewer that thing right up the rear. There you see a point coming out its mouth. It's ready for shish kebab.
You're saying I can go ahead and just spit this
Yeah,
thing.
you can pick that thing up and start roasting it.
Okay.
All right.
Is that going to be enough to feed all of us, though?
I am a 558
Probably
pound
not.
turtle.
Probably not.
I also.
Is there any way I could continue to
You want
kind
to look
of?
for something bigger?
Can I just kind of continue hunting
Yeah,
and
make
see if I
another
can find
survival
it?
check. Anybody else that
another
wants to go out there and help him?
I'll do it.
All right. So Delaris storms out into there with his big sword.
Is
ready
he
to-
near me?
No. I
Okay.
don't. Unless he's gonna stalk after you.
No.
Okay, because
I rolled a 20.
Are you going for something small or big?
Something big.
Okay. Or really big.
Just big.
Okay. Okay. Roll a
don't
d4.
fucking try him.
Roll a d4.
Yeah.
And I need to make another survival check. That's a
That's a 3.
19.
All right. You spot a hyena prowling through the mountains. If you'd like to make an attack, you can. I don't know what are you gonna shoot him with the fireballs?
Don't know yet.
Go ahead and roast him.
Because, I mean, he'll be cooked at that point anyway.
That's a
Well, if you use fireball, it will be pureed.
I'd like to... Can I tell how far away it is?
Make a perception check.
Ooh, that's a 4.
You're kind of on a ridge looking down at him. You see him down in a small alleyway. It could be 40, 50 feet. You're not sure. If you want to sneak up closer, you'll have to make a stealth check.
It's actually a 6.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe 35, maybe 40 feet. You're not.
Yeah, I'll shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh. 10 plus 8.
All right, yeah, roll for damage.
You know, this mic probably picked up that burp.
They probably did.
This mic picked up that word.
I also
2d10.
picked up your bacon.
Whoa.
I'll get to it.
10 damage.
No, yeah, he's toast. Even part of him's a little over toast, as long as you don't mind crunchy.
Toast.
I pick it up
Alright,
and
so-
then
so
I
Seth,
walk
you're-
past Vixie.
My second one was a 19.
Okay. What size of animal are you looking for?
Just something around the same size.
So I'm all vegetarian.
Okay. Roll a d4.
No, I ate a harpy's head off.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I forgot about that.
It was a kosher harpy.
It's a 2.
That's a 2. You notice a hawk soaring there. You're kind of prowling around looking for animals. You're not really finding anything, and then you hear, ah! And you look up and you see a hawk soar over and perch in a tree, looking for a meal of its own.
Okay, what's
Make an
the,
attack.
what's the yardage on that? It doesn't
Uh,
matter. I'm
so-
gonna make an attack.
Yeah, you could get it with your bow, your long bow.
Nope.
That's a what?
4.
Okay, so you notch it. But at the last second, you hear a rustle in the weeds, and the arrow just soars right by the hawk. And you turn around, and you didn't notice behind you, there's a giant boar coming up on you.
Seth, I like how
so
confident
is
you
he
were.
charging me?
He's kind of pawing at the ground, and looking in your direction. So
Okay. That being said, then
if you'd like to notch a second arrow and fire at him,
It's too late now, Seth, but what's your attack modifier?
Are there
you
any-
rolled
Yeah.
a 4.
I don't know.
You're making an attack with your
Sorry,
bow.
I'm not used to playing.
no, yeah, you could have got him.
Hang on a second.
He rolled
How
a,
do
what, a
you?
4?
He rolled a 4 on the
did, he
die.
did.
He'd have to have a +9.
I doubt he has that.
I don't.
Probably like a +8.
Where would that be?
Actions.
Yeah, action, attack. It'll be next to your longbow or bow or whatever you have.
How far away am I from Vixie?
We've all played D&D.
From
It's a 7.
It depends on if you went off in the same direction as him. And then
Okay.
okay.
Well, that being said, are there any trees nearby me?
Make a perception check. Any trees nearby you? Yeah, I mean, you're in the middle of the forest.
17 plus.
So if there's a lower
Two
branch, I'd like to make an athletics check, and then I can, or acrobatics check, and I can
Okay, yeah,
kind
make an
of
acrobatics.
hop up
So-
a branch.
So, judging by you stopping and listening and hear, dang it! You're probably about 200 yards from him. You can't see him, but you know the general direction.
Okay.
So 13.
Oh, ball is chilling.
Okay,
thinking,
yeah. So you made it to at least
This
the
all
first
sounds very
run
bad.
the branch.
Good.
Just as you do that. Okay, yeah, he missed by a long shot. This boar just comes charging up, slams into the tree and shakes a little, but you're fine.
All right, so I knock an arrow,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go ahead and shoot down and try to get
Go for it.
right the spinal cord, right the back of his neck.
Right between the ears.
I want him to be alive, just completely immobilized.
22.
20. Yeah, that hits. Roll for damage. What are you guys doing back at camp?
So Glitch will, while they're gone,
8 fire damage.
I guess
8
he'll be
fire
working on
damage.
setting up camp.
So you just shoot. You're so close that it just goes straight through one of its hindquarters and just pins it to the ground. But it doesn't
Oh,
kill
I
it.
missed the back of his name. Back of his neck.
It's because it's hopping around, slamming in the tree, trying to get you knocked out of that. So you've got him pinned to the ground now. That
I got a second attack,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go ahead and knock one more arrow.
What'd you say you're doing, Glitch?
How long are they going to be gone for all this? I mean,
Depends on how. I mean, they've probably been gone for
I'm
about
already back.
20 minutes.
okay.
Dolaris
spend-
comes in with a hyena
Fully
across his
cooked.
shoulders, fully cooked, with the little chard.
Glitch will spend most of that setting up camp. So
Okay.
just
And that was a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, roll for damage.
whatever shelters we have, / starting a fire, /
9
Yes, I-
fire damage.
gathering wood for a fire.
That is enough to finish him off. So you finally find it. He's pinned to the ground. He can't move this time. He's just not going, and you're just right in the neck.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead then and pull my arrows and drag him back to camp.
Okay. Yeah. So Dolaris comes in with the hyena on his shoulders, throws it down, and then you see Vixien come in with a lizard hanging from his belt and a boar strung over his shoulders. You guys have plenty of food.
Good haul.
Nice.
Yeah, this is kind of my thing.
All right. So you guys set up camp, have a pretty good, decent sized meal. What are you guys doing then?
Well, so Glitch is going to say, Dolaris, I know you're used to doing things on your own. We're after some pretty powerful foes. They've killed dragons.
If you'll excuse
And-
me, my sword's stuck in the tree.
They brought down airships right before our eyes with just like the flick of this priestesses or goddesses, whatever she is. Just the flick of her staff, she brought down our airship. If you try and run off to face these people on your own, you're going to be in trouble. Maybe you should try and be more of a team player and work within the unit. We can help you do some amazing things if you let us.
I chime in. Stop being a dick.
Haven't you ever heard of?
God damn it. We're gonna get copyright struck.
Make a friendship check.
Roll for friendship.
I just checked. We're all friends.
I will keep my distance until I figure out your motives.
Oh, that's fair enough.
My
Well-
motives are pretty simple.
I again chime in. Yup, still being a dick.
All right.
With that, I set up my tent and go inside of it.
Does he say it's a tent? Because I'm gonna correct him and say it's more of a yurt.
I didn't know we were carrying tents, but hey.
Yeah, you guys all have like an adventurous pack style thing, like with
I
the,
have a shell.
you especially being a soldier that's used to being on long missions. You would have some sort of a soldier's pack. Set up camp at a moment's notice.
So before bed, Glitch will also take like 10 minutes and write down in his journal some of the day's events.
Vixien doesn't need a tent. He can basically make a stealth check and basically dig into wherever he's at and hide.
Yes, I can. But I don't do that. I just
Did we decide long rest or short rest, guys?
I suggest we go ahead and take a long rest since we're not going to go in the middle of the night, are we? Was that the plan?
If we take a long rest, we're getting to midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So perhaps we shouldn't have set up camp. Well, we did that because Vixian has dark vision, so he could sort of be our guide.
I have a stick.
That was the thinking behind that.
Okay,
I tend
that's
to
right.
prefer my conscience be my guide.
We have no conscience.
You would. You would.
If we are camping, Omal wants to flip through that book he took from the mansion on demonic possession or whatever it was.
On the history of demons and devils and such.
We're going to save Tim.
I'm gonna try to save him.
Okay. Make an intelligence check.
Just like that, we have a second arc.
Oh, but sorry.
Make an intelligence check.
Oh, that's not good. Okay. The old razzle dazzle. Oh, that's
Give him the
that's unfortunate. That's an 8.
All right. So you sit down and
You notice some words.
you start flipping through, but it's 4 p.m. You guys got started real early. It was like 5ish when you were woken up by that first fight. So you fought. You've been on the march. You blew up some rats and stuff. It's been a long day, so you just
I
kind
blew up some rats.
of but you collectively,
It's collective you.
you make a Constitution save.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. What's my?
Yeah.
It's a book that possesses you.
Oh, that's a 24.
Okay. Yeah. So you at least stay awake. You're just having trouble concentrating on the words.
We should have brought the couch.
I told you. The casting couch should have come with us.
Carrot just holds up his bag of holding. Guys, look what I got! It's inside there. Climb in.
If he has a bag of holding big enough for them all to get into, I will do it.
I don't trust him enough to climb into any dark enclosed space with him.
He kind of snaps it. He's like, "Watch this! Snap this!" Snaps his finger, and the couch just appears right in front of you guys.
Does it really? Or are we just fucking around
I-
right
You
now?
want to sit in it?
I don't trust like that.
Do I have a couch?
Well, you had a couch.
I don't know if I have. We'll set it bed.
You
There's
did
the
have
couch.
a couch.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
what happened to the couch?
The 4-poster lazy boy.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, that does look
got
like
it.
a casting couch, to be fair.
Yes.
To be fair,
To be fair.
we keep a church bench in our bag of holding.
That's a couch
Yep.
with comfy cushions.
Isn't it though? So it's definitely not a church bench.
Not a pew.
So,
Most church benches don't
Ah,
have
yes, pew.
like holes through it. And
I
stuff.
grew up in the Bible Belt. Still don't know that apparently. So
All right. So you guys set up camp. You're fed. You're happy.
One more thing Glitch will do before bed. He'll knock on Dolaris's tint window, I guess. I don't know.
Tinto.
Like, hey,
Tent flap.
one more
Sounds
thing.
gross.
Don't touch my flap.
That was
Sorry.
worse.
My friend Logain used to help me. I tinker with magic, and I have a few more ideas. And if you wouldn't mind assisting me for a few minutes, I think you'll find it at least interesting, and you might be able to help me learn how to do some new things. Would you be interested in doing that?
I will help you this time.
I'm still squatted by the fire, and I say, "You're
Appreciate
still
it.
being a dick."
Okay, so I'm gonna try and roll to learn more spells.
Yep. And you can make an Arcana check.
I actually have no idea what my Arcana is. Oh, still +3. Cool. That's 22.
Much better than mine, which is a 13.
Okay. Now make a.
He's got
religion
showed
check.
up, bro.
Religion?
Religion.
Also +3. That's a 12.
Religion.
Okay. What are you trying to accomplish here? Trying to learn your spells.
I was just trying to get the additional 2 spells. Yeah, that you were.
Okay, yeah,
said I
it's
could-
just 2. Dolaris isn't familiar with this type of magic, but he has fumbled around with magic enough and learned from proper teachers over from his island that he catches on and kind of looks at this and and you kind of read some of the glyphs out loud, and in the language it almost sounds like some of the stuff that he's learned, and back and forth you manage to at least knock down the other 2 spells.
Okay, cool.
And Dolaris actually learns a little bit about glyphs through that, so if you decide that you want to use any glyphs in the future, you might be able to actually read it and understand it yourself.
All right.
Let's see.
But can you read the most complicated artifact? Oak light.
So, anybody else want to do anything before tip off to sleep?
I go back and rest.
All right. So Dolaris is off to sleep. There's 4 of you left, still awake.
Well, I didn't glean anything from the book. So I mean, I guess I'll take first watch and then go to sleep.
Well, yeah, you passed your Constitution save, so
Yeah.
I mean, you have no problem staying up. Anybody else staying up with him?
Anyone else wanna?
And where did you guys set up camp? Are you like right at the mine entrance? Did you guys?
It
Dolaris walked over to that tree and started setting up camp. So Glitch just kept working.
Okay, so
on
this
the
turn is probably about 100 yards from the mine entrance, and this is kind of more of a main road that goes, this way. So
I actually want to get over here, behind the tree.
Since we didn't discuss that, yeah, we're a little off the main road. Probably a good idea.
So you guys went down towards the main road and just kind
Kept going past it.
of. Are you out of sight? Is that the goal?
The
Or are you
goal
just
is to
off
be,
the path.
the goal is to be like not in plain view of the main road.
Okay, so if you're wanting to hide your presence, you'll need to make a stealth check and a survival check.
Well, my stealth check was an 8. I'm at disadvantage.
I'll make a survival check.
Well, anybody that's wanting to hide their sleeping quarters will need to make a stealth check.
Alright.
That's a 16.
Do I have to make that a disadvantage?
No, because you're not.
Because I'm not using my armor.
Yeah,
sneak
you
around.
weren't
It's just-
needed to do that at disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you're not clanking around, stomping around your armor. You're just sitting there.
I think the other one was like a 13, so that put
Okay.
me at a 15.
Mine's an 18.
16 for me.
18.
All right. Now make a survival check, all of you.
I'm doing that survival. Hope I don't roll bad.
15 again.
23.
23.
9.
You are all
17.
instantly found.
Ah!
All right. So collectively, you guys did pretty good setting up your camp. You feel you're fairly hidden. Let me just make sure that nobody sees you.
I have a lot of spells now. More spells than I can prepare.
Is it more spells than what Amal has, though?
Is it more spells than what Dolaris has?
I mean,
Probably
I
not.
probably have you both beat if I count cleric spells too.
I have 2. I can do 2 spells.
If I combine cleric and wizard, I have 27.
Yeah, that's a lot. 27 possible spells?
I can prepare 7 wizard and 8 cleric.
Oh, I can prepare more.
So who's on first watch?
I'll take
Uh,
first.
I'm
Amal?
on first row.
Amal and Vixian?
Yeah, I'll assist him.
Okay, so you guys are sitting around your campfire at 4 in the afternoon. It's probably about 5 by this point.
Yep.
Glitch before he goes to sleep, he'll say, "I'll take second watch."
Make a perception check, both of you, or one with advantage.
What do you want, Seth?
Uh,
What's your perception?
yeah. Perception is a +6.
You'd make one, I'll make one.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that'll work. 21.
That's a natural 1 with a 7.
Okay, so Vixian is too busy chowing down on his amazing lizard. He shared the boar with you guys, but that lizard, man, he spitted that so well. He wanted that for himself, so he's just.
You know, I didn't even have to spit this thing. This is just the arrow I shot. I shot it clean up the ass. It was really good.
Amal, you notice a figure walking by on the path. Looks like a tabaxi. You rolled well enough. A tabaxi with lightish orange fur and wearing almost what looks like dark gray robes. And it's got a pack and either a walking stick or a bow staff. You're kind of hard to tell from this distance. As he walks by, he just kind of glances over in your guys' direction. Despite being hidden very well, he rolled very well on his perception check. Just kind of glances at you guys, nods his head.
I wave.
He waves his staff.
Fuck you waving that.
No, that cat over there.
No, if it,
Meow.
cat. Oh yeah.
He rolls over and presents his belly to you guys. Do you
Don't do it. It's a trap. I've been
Don't,
here
don't,
before.
that's gonna switch to asshole real quick.
He starts licking himself. No, so he continues
Okay,
on.
we're gonna go ahead and skip past this next podcast. A little bit too hot for TV.
Yeah, all right. So he continues on. Other than that, you don't really notice too much. Anything you guys want to do on your watch? Do some push-ups, wrestle Dixon.
I'm sorry, what now?
I'm always doing push-ups.
I look
and
up.
flexing.
I look over at him and I ask him, "Well, what do you think of this new guy?"
I mean, he can blow shit up.
Yeah,
That's about all I got.
useful skill set, but he seem like a dick to you, or
Nah, pretty neutral, really.
so? Yeah, maybe I'm a dick. Am I a dick? I didn't feel like I was a dick.
Eh.
Out of the tent, you hear Delaris say, "Yes."
Why are you still awake? Get some sleep.
Maybe you have a point, and maybe I'll be different from here on. Fucking asshole.
I mean, in fairness, you weren't here for this, but when I joined this group, well, less joined, more tried to abduct. It was weird.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird dynamics around here. You sure you guys?
I'm
are
sure
friends?
I was a bit of a dick, but then I decided that I'd probably get killed if I went back to the Empire because I knew stuff. I don't know if that's actually accurate, but I assumed so.
I just stare passively into the fire. Yeah, it's a weird fucking dynamic with all you people. Anyway, it's about time to go to take a nap. So, Doc!
All right. So first shift, like I said, other than the tabaxi, pretty quiet evening.
There was a
Or
cat, Doc.
afternoon. Pretty quiet afternoon.
It wasn't glitch, though.
Yeah.
So
I ask him.
Glitch, you guys taking second shift?
I'll take a second.
Yeah, I'll.
I hand
Also
him
take
the
second
remnants of the lizard and be like, "You're gonna need a snack." Did you try? No, it's really good.
And then I walk out. I knock it out of your hand onto the ground, and I say, "I've got this covered."
Do we technically count as having a long rest since we won't be like sleeping again before we head off?
The lion,
You
the
guys-
witch, and the
You
audacity
guys
of this
are,
bitch.
you'll be getting your long rest now that your watch is over.
Yeah, I just need to know, can I like prepare new spells?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anytime you do a long rest, you can prepare new spells.
Does Amal see him knock the lizard out of Vixian's
Let
hand?
me
Depends on if he's
Spells
wanting to
real
just
quick.
do it as he goes by or if he's making a scene of it.
I am.
So I saw it.
Yeah.
Then I look at Vix. Well, maybe he is kind of a dick.
I look back like, fucking right? Uncalled for. Jesus.
Okay. So
Could have had some.
Glitch and Delaris sit around the campfire.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to cast Dark Vision on myself. It was something Glitch was working on while he was.
But yeah, by this point it's about 8 p.m., 9 p.m. ish. So it's definitely getting dusk, darkish, pretty dark, and
My belly hurts.
you have to edit that out. Thank you.
No, you don't.
I thought you were growling at us.
All right, make a perception check, or with advantage, or both of you can make a perception check, whichever.
I've got a +2, I believe.
Alright.
It's an 18.
Let me check. I believe that's a 23.
18, yes.
23.
Okay, so you guys are sitting around the campfire, hanging out. About an hour goes by, and then you hear a loud clanking noise and like rattling, and it kind of sounds like wagon wheels. Kind of sounds like the engine of one of those mechs you saw back in Brecken, and it's getting dark by this point, so you at least hear this, and you know something's coming. If you'd like to get a better view, you guys are probably about 30 feet from the trail, maybe. But it's getting loud and getting close. So you can make another perception check. You can get up and go look, whatever you want to do.
Before we go any further, let me finish preparing spells so I'm not cheating or anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go
You
over
don't
there.
technically have those spells yet. You haven't
I
done
thought,
your...
thought that's what I rolled for.
No. You haven't had your long rest yet.
Well, that's what I was asking you earlier. Is if this counts as if we've had a long rest.
Sorry, I thought you meant this sleep in general. Yeah, you've only had part of... Yeah, I mean, go ahead. If you've already started, that's fine.
Because we weren't sleeping again because I'm assuming staying up.
That's true. You're not breaking it into 3 shifts, so that's fine. Yeah, we'll just say you've already got it.
Okay, so I was trying to ask that earlier. I guess I wasn't.
Yeah, I just misunderstood you. That's fine.
So is that a short rest?
I already put
No, a
myself
long
down
rest.
for a long
You guys
rest.
had a long rest.
Okay.
We'll just say that Heritus takes the last shift with
Okay.
his fiery hound. They count as 2 people.
Okay.
Oh, apparently I have been doing something wrong with Omal's stats because I hit long rest and I now have 21 hit points. Just a second.
What?
You're supposed to have more.
Just go up towards the path to stay kind of hidden behind a bush or something
So
to see if I can.
that'll be a stealth check at disadvantage since you're moving up to it within
Is
earshot.
that double disadvantage because I have heavy armor?
No. No. That's what I'm saying. That's what gives you
Thank
the
God.
disadvantage. I don't think there's such a thing. You still did pretty. Well, you have a -1.
No, not to stealth. That's something else.
Where would long rest
I have a
be?
+2, so that'd be a 13.
Oh, that's not too bad. Okay.
In the mobile app.
Where's what?
Long rest in the mobile app.
In a mobile app? It should be where your hit points are.
Yeah. Maybe not. Oh no, you click the picture of your character.
Oh, there it is.
that's
Thank
true.
you.
Omal's health is back to what it should be.
I've never had to do a long rest. DMs don't rest. Okay. So. Ooh. I need a second roll for that. Okay.
Okay. I can play now.
All right.
So what are we doing? I'm sorry.
Wagon
a
or
perception-
mech?
So you have a choice of you hear something coming, wagonish, mechish. You're not really sure. You have the opportunity to move up closer to the road and get a better look, or you can stay where you're at and just make a perception check.
I hid behind a bush.
Yeah, I don't hide very well, so I think I'm going to stay where I'm at and try and figure it
Clanked
out.
up in his heavy
Yeah.
armor.
It will not go well if I try and sneak up, so... I'm
It
just
went
gonna try
alright
and
for
see.
me. Could have been worse, but you know.
18.
So you're making a perception check from
Yes.
Okay. So and you cast. Did you cast something to give yourself dark vision?
Yes.
Okay.
I have dark vision.
Yeah. So you should be fine. What's the range on that?
60 feet.
Yeah. Okay. So you see this, no problem. Delaris would see it first. You see hulking shape come out of the dark, coming down the road. That again looks like a wagon, but you don't see any horses drawing it. Instead, you see a hitch that goes up to the front of another thing with 2 wheels that looks like an engine from a mech, and it's turning the wheels, and it's blowing off steam. So it's essentially a wagon being drugged by a steam engine.
Do I know what a mech is? No?
Doing business with the dwarves,
Okay.
and you probably make a history check. We'll see if you've seen them before.
Oh, that's a 2.
No, you've never seen one before. You've heard descriptions of the dwarven mechs, and you've heard descriptions of the Tech Empire's mechs. So I mean, this seems like something, a mechanical thing that's driving itself. That would probably be what pops to your head. Oh, this must be some type of mech. Or a dwarven mechanical. We're not sure here.
Okay.
But so it starts rolling up towards you guys, rolling down the path, and it gets up to alongside Delaris. It doesn't slow, doesn't stop. It just keeps going.
Can we, what does it look like it's carrying? Can we tell that?
Can I roll a perception to see if I can tell?
Mm-hmm.
It's a 15 plus 3.
So you see a heavily hooded figure. It is cold in these parts, and it's close to nighttime, so it's fairly cold out. So you see a heavily hooded and robed figure, about dwarf size. Could be dwarf, could be halfling, could be gnome, and any of those above, you're not really 100% sure, but about that size. And sitting in the front, just kind of occasionally, messing with the machine in front of it, but mainly just sitting back in the wagon and going on by. It's too dark to really make out what's inside of it. It's a covered wagon. So, but
Dwarven half gnome.
I would like to Cast web
Half-gnome dwarf.
to stop it.
Whoa.
Cast web.
Yes.
Diet Coke.
Stop it right
Diet Coke, guys.
or whatever.
Okay. So make a, what kind of roll is that? You're just throwing
Oh,
the
it's a
web out
dex.
there?
It's a dex roll.
That's a dex.
16 save.
So they're trying to make a dex save. Ooh. Ooh, even worse, a 1. Sweet. Okay, so it's dark. It does not notice the web, and it just goes straight through it. And it kind of pulls up into the tires and kind of gums it up, and you hear where the engine starts spitting out steam, and it's trying to push, and it's just all gummed up and kind of rolls to a stop. And you see the figure just kind of look around confused. And
You're welcome, guys.
Good.
Is everyone else still asleep, or are we awake?
Yes.
you guys, what's your passive perception? Just Vixien and Amal.
16.
16.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you guys would have heard this, because it stopped right in front of your guys' camping things, and it was making some awful noises trying to push through that web.
So Glitch is just going to walk over to this guy and wave and say, "Hey, hello. Mean no harm. Sorry, our friend here is a little quick to throw out the spells. Sorry about this. How's it going?"
You tried. It's
All
as good as anybody could
While
have done.
Glitch is talking to him, I try to sneak up behind him
It
and
says...
climb up there.
He is nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble.
Oh no!
That's what you get for being a dick.
That was a nat 20.
No more.
Ooh. This is gonna get interesting. Okay, so it doesn't say anything, but it kind of silently turns and holds up a gloved hand to wave, and the glove falls off its hand and clatters to the ground.
The glove clatters?
Not clatters. It drops off the wagon to the ground, like
Okay.
out of reach.
Could have been a gauntlet.
I'll pick it up and hand it back up to him.
Make
Hey, you
a
dropped
perception
this.
check.
Okay.
Oh no.
It's a dead guy.
Okay, so that would be a 14.
That's not a hand sticking out of the sleeve. That's a tentacle.
Okay.
It quickly grabs it awkwardly and kind of stuffs it back on the tentacle and leans back into its seat.
Senpai?
So what are you doing?
I was trying to sneak up on
Okay,
there and get behind him.
Make a stealth check with
Yeah, it was
disadvantage.
7.
You hear from out of the wagon, "Why did we stop? I've had a long day. What's going on here?" And he opens the back of the wagon, and you see another heavily robed figure. Make a perception check. Because it's dark out here.
I really hope this isn't the Mind Flayers. It's a 12 plus 2.
You see a very profoundly amazing beard hanging from their face. But it almost looks like they've had a bloody nose or a bloody lip. You're not really sure. It's dark and they're heavily robed and hooded. And he just kind of looks at you. "Oh, can I help you?"
Amal is awake, by the way, and walking out, seeing what the
Okay.
ruckus is about.
I am at this point really frustrated. Like, I'm trying to fucking sleep! And I get out of the tent and follow them all.
He says, "Are you robbing me?"
I say that depends on what you have.
Who are you
No,
robbing? Oh my god.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I do intimidation?
If you'd like.
You
Let's
would.
do intimidation. That is a 14.
God, he's such
Okay. He
he's
looks
such
at
a
you and
fucking
says,
paladin.
"Ooh, I'm quaking in my boots. Listen here, mister. I'm on a very important mission here, and I would appreciate it if you would help me get on my way here. I seem to have had some engine problems. Driver! You're rustling up front.
Yeah, Delaris, there's no reason to really hold this guy up. I'm sorry about this. We'll try and get you cut down. Where are you going? How's it going?
Obviously, I'm on the main road to the capital. Very important business. Got to make it to the capital.
I turn to Vixian and say, and you thought I was a dick.
Thought and still do.
I walk up and use oak. I say oak light, and then do a beard check.
So you're walking out to the back?
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Beard check.
We are off the rails.
Is that a nat 20? Is that the 20 on this die?
If it's 2 guns, yes.
It's a gun. It's a gun and a tomahawk.
It's crossed. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's my Western dice.
Dude, you rolled a nat 20 on a beard check?
So,
Pack it up, D&D over.
Here's what you see.
We won.
Here's what you see. You turn the corner, and he turns and looks at you right as you come around the corner, and you peer up with your daylight staff. You see a beard that's been glued to a white clay mask. And as he sees you, it looks like a hockey mask, but the slit in it frowns when it sees you.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Oh boy.
Sir, guys, this ain't wholesome.
I'm next to him. I'm seeing this.
You walked up.
Yeah, I walked up. I walked out with
You
him.
can't see with my light though.
Make a
Only
survival
you can
check.
see it.
Survival
I figured
check?
it was like casting light.
I know what you've slept.
If you
since
touch
you've
the
slept.
stick, you can.
Yeah.
Touch my
Right,
stick.
okay, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Phrasing.
That's good because I dropped the dice in Atlanta who won it.
Okay. Yeah, you wouldn't have known anyways.
Yeah.
All right. It frowns at you and says, "Can I help you?"
What are
Why?
you? Why are you in whatever this thing you call a disguise is?
The mask frowned. Man,
So-
the mask frowned.
Glitch. So, let me get this.
Yeah. While this is going
I'm fine
on,
with helping you move. I just want to know what you actually are.
while this is going on, Glitch is fascinated by the tentacle creature. He's like, "Do you mind if I do a medical scan on you? You are fascinating."
So we'll just do.
I turn and look at him. Like,
These are just for proxies.
you
Mike
know,
knew that I
that's
was
how
going to stop. Look
that's
at this.
how he gets
knew
you.
I was going to stop him.
For let's see, you guys are all back here, and Glitch is up here. We'll say for giggles, Heritus will be over here too. So Glitch is on his own. That the Hound is sniffing the engine. He goes up and takes a leak on one of the tires, and
Freeze that tire.
Robots pee?
robots pee. This
the
is
Hellhound.
a Hellhound.
Oh. Demons pee?
So
Would stand to reason.
at this point,
Have you watched Ugly Americans? Of course they did.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever drank Sam's Choice Diet?
all right.
What?
Clearly
Guys,
demon pee.
Hey,
Sam's Choice Diet.
Glitch, make a perception check.
Do they even make Sam's Choice anymore?
I
I would imagine.
Perception?
Yeah.
That'd be a 25.
Oh my goodness.
He makes
You
bad
see
decisions.
Everything.
Sam.
Is there a goat? Goat
You
check?
see all the goats.
Do I lose in sand? Do I lose
There are
sanity?
hundreds of goats in here, guys.
Are we playing Bloodborne?
Here we go. Okay, so
There's tentacles, there's
you
sanity.
hear a rustling from the trees and the bushes up this way, probably about 20 feet off, and crashing out of the trees, you see a female humanoid stand up. She's in blackish leather armor with green metal plates bolted to all of her armor. Huge chunks ripped out of the armor. She is bleeding profusely. But you notice with that good of a check that most of it's crusted up, so this probably happened within the last day, but she's had a little time to heal up. She crashes out of the trees, rolls onto the ground, stands up, and levels what looks like a rifle in this direction. And she shouts, "You never gave me a kiss goodbye! Don't leave your girl hanging!"
Do I,
I look at Omal and I say, what the fuck is happening here?
She kind of pulses. Her skin goes silhouetted clearish for a split second, and then it goes to her gun, and her gun kind of lights up and pulses, and you see these 3 eerie blasts just come of it. Boom, 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 and they kind of it's slower than a bullet, but faster than an arrow, and it just kind of eerily floats and just goes through the side of the cart. And you see the guy with the clay face go, "Can you gentlemen hold on for a second?" Drops his cloak, stands up, and
So what's he look like now that he doesn't have a cloak?
obviously the Hound.
Okay, that's what I thought.
When he throws the flaps wide, you guys just see blood and gore inside this. There are body parts all over the inside of this thing. And he is spattered in blood, and he's like, "Oh, can't I just have one quiet evening? Please?"
At which point,
It's go time.
I
guys.
say, "This isn't where I park my car."
And this guy's cloak falls off. It is 3 tentacles.
Huh.
2 of them were sticking out for hands, and 1 was sticking up for the head.
His name?
Frank.
3 arms.
3.
He has 3 arms.
He is 3 arms.
If you guys would like to roll for initiative.
You're welcome.
This combat brought to you by your bad decisions
I'm sorry I doubted you, Delaris. I like
so
this.
far.
I don't think this is bad. I want to the Hound.
Luckily, you guys
now
managed to get to
instead of
sleep.
over there. I rolled a 7.
A
Oh wait,
7.
that's not how we do it.
Look at the Jehovah's Witness over here wanting to try to save the Hound now, probably.
Save that. Glitch has been talking about how he wants to kill the Hound before we get to the capital.
Well, sometimes I miss things in the narrative.
I repeated,
Who's Jehovah?
I repeated that like
I
several
just
times
invented
last game.
Jesus.
I had a pencil somewhere.
So I'm going to take this moment to say that all of you should watch Game Who Said Too Much Pikachu.
What?
All right.
There's,
Write that down.
there's tentacles on here. You just said a whole bunch of that mess.
Listen,
Related?
listen. I didn't know
The only way to save the Hound
I
is
have
to kill the
witnessed
Hound.
Anime Mankini
makes sense.
Jesus, and you all have to suffer through that too.
What was that? What?
Anime Mankini Jesus, and you all have to suffer through that too.
I don't even want to hear the things that you
I think
said.
my favorite depiction of Jesus
Where
in the cartoon
is-
is Jesus
There's the
Swordbird
initiative.
from Future.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm his friend Jesus.
That's a 13. That's a 13 from old Vixien here.
Vixien has 13.
It's a,
Modified 20 from them all.
you would.
Okay. Anybody else 20 to 25? 15 to 20? 10 to 15?
10.
10.
13.
Delaris, what'd you get?
7.
Oh, good job. You get to go last.
Well, we're fucked. That's where.
Okay.
I
so
want to save
first
all
up-
my nat 20s for.
First up
Initiative.
was the character. So she took the mysterious lady. So she took her turn and fired 3 rounds at the Hound, which all went wide. She couldn't really see him. She was just basically firing into it. She'll roll. Natural 1. So I goat this. She's like, I goat this, guys. And you just see it just kind of floats and just kind of goes off into the distance. All right. So she misses horribly.
Does everybody understand our goat-based references?
Not yet.
You know, we never posted our previously video, and I don't think I mentioned goats once in that. So I might have to go back and retcon my 10-minute spiel here. All right.
Well, we're recording anyway.
Omaha.
We can.
Yeah. So goats are their method of leveling up.
Okay.
Man.
So I'm in front of the
I'm
Hound.
gonna put you guys actually. So you are roughly.
We need to heal
15
this
feet
lady.
from him.
If we can.
I'm in front of the Hound, and Amal is not happy about
Don't meta.
getting his he was hopeful that he'd be able to have a cool
call us
fake
out
beard
on
for
it.
a minute.
Yeah.
So he would like to rage.
She did shoot him.
Okay.
And then use his
She's on our
actual
side.
action to attack him
Oh,
with
no,
the
you're
Matador's dagger.
metagaming.
With what?
The Matador's dagger.
Oh,
Okay, so
I'm
you're gonna
gonna
walk up
relay
to
that.
him.
I'm right. It's got a 20-foot range allegedly.
It should have 10
A
foot. But
dagger?
it's got reach. 20 foot is its throwing distance.
Okay, well,
so
10
10
foot range.
is reach. So you'd have to step forward.
I step forward.
Okay.
And I attack him.
Look at him.
Okay.
Look at him reading his book.
Oh wait,
Fairy.
I should. I hit the D&D Beyond button, then realized I should have rolled a real die. Can I count the D&D Beyond?
Got him.
Because it was a nat.
I thought you
20.
got really excited.
Count it.
That's
You rolled a
counting.
natural 20. Okay.
Yeah.
So you step forward, and you can see on the look on his clay face is just one of pure just frustration. He's just like, oh man, and he's turning to deal with this new threat, and you just step up, and you're like, over here, and the bullhead just appears and just slams into him, roll your damage.
Okay. So.
I've never seen someone accidentally roll a 20 before.
So here's
Isn't
what we're
that
gonna
every
do.
20?
You weren't even trying to roll.
I'm gonna leave it player choice because I've seen it done both ways, and I think either way is fine. When you roll a natural 20, it's double your damage dice. So you can either roll the dice and double the value, or if it says 2d6, roll 4d6. Player choice, but you have to specify it before you roll.
We could play the game. I'll roll 2d6 and double it.
Okay.
Double it.
First one's a 6.
Okay.
Second one's a 2. So 16 plus 3.
19 damage.
And I believe he has to make a save, right?
Yeah.
Yep, he needs to make a strength 15.
Strength 15.
Yep. And if he fails it,
Got it.
he got it. Damn it. Either way, he took damage.
So he's turning, and this bullhead just hits him in the side. It's like, oh, well, that was unexpected. Is that your turn?
Don't pass monk shit. Don't pass monk shit.
That's. I've already used my bonus action. I'm burned out.
Okay, so you hit him in the side. He looks at you and goes,
Oh, I didn't add my rage damage. What's rage damage?
Did you say you were raging?
100.
Yeah, I rage.
Okay.
Add 2 to that damage.
So, give me the damage of the dagger and the force damage.
Okay. Oh, I didn't do the force damage at all. I need to add 1d10.
Okay.
Oh
goodness.
shit.
Guys, D&D's just
Which one's
math,
a
isn't it?
d10?
It's
Oh
just
god.
math.
That one a
There's a lot of
d10?
math.
Not a d10.
Disguised as
If it
Skyrim.
has a 0 on it.
Yeah, it's a d10.
Really? more
That's an 8
Fallout.
on the d10.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I double that too since it was a die?
Yes.
Oh my
So
god.
that's 16.
16 force damage,
You're
and it was
He's doing not the brave
so
type
16
damage
force
right now.
damage and 16 plus 3 just normal melee damage on top of it.
So this should be a huge hit.
Yeah, it should.
It doesn't seem like it affected him as much as you hoped.
That's disappointing.
That's a bummer because that was high numbers on them dice though.
Well, I am enraged, so I don't notice.
Okay. So he takes that hit.
And with your both passive and active percent.
And he says, "Oh, that was unfortunate," and uses his legendary action. This is so guys, just to be aware, anything he does, this is an actual character from the website that I just repurposed for the Hound. So these are all official uses. So
It's 3 Tarrasques and a trench coat.
he turns and uses his legendary action at the end of Omal's turn to hop through his portal and land right here next to her.
I hate that portal.
Who's metagaming now?
And it is now Dixon's turn.
Oh god, I can't believe that shitty roll I have the second highest.
Her? We're going for her?
You heard.
Yes. Well, she's the unexplained, mysterious character. You all know the Hound. He hasn't done anything to you guys yet.
What? Well, to me.
Directly.
What did he do to you?
He attacked
didn't
us
do
all
anything.
as zombies.
My
Attacked all you guys.
my hunter's
He
mark
killed your friends.
is my hunter's mark still active?
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Okay, because we took a long rest.
But you would
I
have
need
that
to-
spell slot back. So you
I
can easily
do.
throw it right back on.
I need to see if
Yeah,
that,
you'd have to move to see him at this point.
and I will just a
Or
second.
make a very good perception check to look through the flaps and the barrels and the
Can I
body
use a bonus action to cast that?
It should
Yes,
say,
yes,
yeah.
it's under bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark. So I'm gonna step
Okay.
around.
Which direction you going?
Um,
Onto the path? Or into the trees? They're not going to...
probably yeah, into the trees a bit.
Okay, so you're right here, 5, 10, 15, 20.
All right, do I got
So
it?
he is 10, 20, 30, 45-ish feet away.
Okay, so I cast Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
meaning
Ding! A red fiery triangle appears of him and starts pointing at him. But only he can see it.
so is it only me that gets the
extra damage.
extra
Yeah.
damage? Okay. So that being said, I'm going to then draw my longbow, and why are you refreshing? Draw my longbow, and I'm going to make an attack roll. That is a 25 to hit.
To hit? All
Yeah.
right. Roll that beautiful beam footage damage. Oh my goodness.
5. And I'm going to attack again.
So wait. So just a regular arrow?
I knocked a fire arrow,
Fire
so it's
arrow?
fire damage.
So it should be your arrow damage plus your 1d6 fire damage.
Okay, so I have.
So whatever damage it says, roll that, and then roll a d6 for fire.
Okay, so it's 1d8 plus 3.
Okay.
So it's a longbow of fire. So I should just roll
I gave you
1d8.
So yeah, roll a d8 and a d6.
What is this? Which one's a d8? Is it this one?
That's a d10.
Dude.
It's a little smaller, pyramid on pyramid.
There we go. Thank you.
A little pyramid on pyramid action. You're not wearing your foil hat.
So that's a 2 plus 3, 5. That's actually.
So tell me your fire
Had the
damage.
foil hat on.
That would be 5 fire damage.
Took it off to go to sleep.
Okay, so
Oh, it's
you roll a
true.
5 and a d6?
The voices can't get yours.
No, I rolled a 2 at the d6. Okay, so that's 2 fire damage.
That's not a d6, that's a d8.
Okay, I'm an idiot.
Roll a d8 and a d6.
That's a 6.
Oh, good job. Alright, so you knock an arrow. Oh, and then plus you have to do your hunter's mark damage, which is what, 1d6?
Plus an additional d6.
We'll get it here eventually.
Yeah, I forgot how to play D. That's a 1. Fuck. I deserve it.
Alright, so
Forgot how to play D&D.
So you lean out around the cart, see him notch an arrow, and fire it. He turns and looks at you. The arrow comes, and it's about to go by, and you just kind of nudge it with your hunter's mark, and it just kind of inches over and glances off his shoulder. And he's about to, you kind of see his mask go up in a smirk, and then the fire leaves a burn mark, and it goes into a frown, and he takes the fire damage.
Man, I could
So-
see that in my head. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So he just kind of looks at that, kind of pats it out. Do you get a second attack?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So let's do the same thing again.
So the fire damage did not, or did?
It did. It left a
Okay.
burn mark.
Okay.
So that's a 24.
Okay. Same thing.
And then it's 2d6 plus a d4.
2d6 and a d8.
2d6 and a d8. So
You know what
that is a
means,
4.
right, guys?
Give me the 2d6 damage.
4.
If the
Four.
fire is effective.
Okay. Again, now that you've got his attention, square it
Splash
up
damage.
right at his chest.
Friendly fire's off.
Arrow goes soaring at him. He just kind of stands there and stares at it. Hits his armor and just splinters. But as it splinters, leaves the burn mark. And again, he pats it out.
And that's 2 on the fire
2.
damage.
Okay. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
At the end of your turn, he'll use his second legendary action.
God damn it, he's got 2.
And he smiles and looks over at the girl who's now on her knees and puts his book away and reaches forward with his glove and puts a hand on her shoulder. And you can just see the glove start to pulse black. And the girl just screams and all the veins in her body just start going black. And she takes a step forward and her image blurs and she disappears, reappears next to Glitch, and then just collapses.
Well, that's handy.
Well, look at that.
She used her Misty Step action. But anyways,
Can I?
she's
Is that a
unconscious.
spell?
What?
Is that a spell? What he just did?
He just did his attack.
Oh, okay. So not a spell.
He did Rotting Fist attack.
So no, not a spell.
No.
Okay.
Tell
So
Skippy about that.
she did a spell. You could cancel her Misty Step if you want to leave her over there.
No, that's okay.
You and me.
So the hound,
He does not need to know about
We
that.
know. I will not tell him about
the hound just kind of chuckles and goes, "Glitch, this seems familiar, doesn't it? Weren't you in this situation yesterday?"
Oh boy.
I don't know, Glitch. Were you?
At this
You were
point,
too.
I know.
the hound gets to take his actual turn now. Okay, so the hound's turn comes up. He gets his legendary actions back, and
I disagree with Travis. You fucked up.
I think he was going to attack us regardless.
It's
Yeah.
He
20.
doubled back with a cart for presentation.
he steps over
with a glued-on beard.
and
It's a
good thing you did that beard check.
With the goddess or
really
without the
is.
goddess? I say without the goddess.
I kind of don't want to kill him. I kind of like
I
him.
like him too, but how do we recruit him?
the tentacles step down and
Step?
They kind of so when you look,
Tentacle down.
there's a blackish red glowing portal at the bottom of its base. It kind of hovers down off the cart.
It's like a sea an enemy.
And, well, no, so he's been shot at by you two. You two have made attacks on him. So the tentacles are going to hover through here and position themselves next to Vixian.
Great. Joke's on you. I'm into that.
I would have that up there.
You can thank Dwight D. Eisenhower for all that.
22 to hit.
I'll tell you later.
Could have swore I wrote down the damage.
Why does it have music?
Okay, I don't have it pulled up a second, so I'll just roll the 3d8. You take 10 bludgeoning damage as these tentacles just go and slap all over you.
Fuck it. Oh!
And the hound
Senpai.
will look at Glitch and level his rifle and say, "Are we gonna have a repeat of last time, or can I have my mark?" And he's going to hold his action.
Oh boy.
His mark.
The one he's after.
And you will notice his rifle.
I don't know
glowing.
anything about
His
all
his
that.
rifle is charged up, and he's holding an action. And this brings us to Glitch. Hey, you're up next.
Good. Alright, well. Glitch is largely just going to ignore the hound and reach down, do a little. Is she like in melee range with me?
Yeah, she's right
Alright,
next to you.
good.
Did she
Do a little
move?
cure wounds action. So she should come right back
Is she
up.
conscious?
No, she's unconscious.
So yeah, but if you heal her, she like
Oh, okay.
you don't
I
have
see.
to do like spare to dying or anything. She just regains HP.
Cleric's going cleric.
I'm doing a pretty high level cure wounds on her.
Totally won't need that later.
Maybe
this,
not.
This seems important.
We are fighting
I know.
someone who's very bad for us.
Okay,
But
But
we
I
will
like
almost
'em.
certainly level up if we beat them.
it's all about the
Level
levels.
up, die. I
turns
don't
out-
see a downside here.
turns
It's
out-
There are goats in each of these barrels. That's 3 levels.
Is the hound anything more than just a bunch
Alright,
of goats?
she's
and
really a
a
goat
bunch
in
of
a
goat in a
trench
trench coat.
She
3
regains
goats in a trench coat.
20 HP.
Yes, 20 HP.
Okay,
God
let's
damn.
see. Hey,
It was pretty high level.
That's a lot.
Alright, so she sits back up. And as she sits up, the hound says, "So I see you made your choice." And he fires. That bounced right out. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
miss.
I think it
Did it
hits.
hit glitch?
No.
Oh, I assumed he was going to do that, but I still had to.
Just gonna keep reviving her.
I wish we
putting
I
me through
wish we
this
had
hell.
somebody I wish we had somebody who's a good artist, because I just want somebody to draw Glitch just cramming diamonds down her throat, just a whole pile of diamonds and this one guy with a minigun. And he's just nope.
So, wow. Okay, so you gave her 20 HP. She sits up, and he blasts her for 18.
Okay.
And boom!
She's still up. She's still up, guys.
She's still up.
So she's alive, but she's like on her knees. And now where she had a huge hole in one side of her armor, she's got another hole to this burned and blackened. And she's not looking too good.
I gotta stop tapping my foot, I'm nervous.
Anything else?
Man, this is hard because Glitch wouldn't move away because he doesn't want her to die. It also doesn't really matter because he can just poof. So, I don't really have any useful bonus actions since I used my action. Glitch is just going to turn towards him and twiddle his thumbs. I mean, that's really all I can do.
Okay, Delaris.
Alright. Well,
Dolores.
since technically I'm not in
It's a-
melee range for this tentacle, am I good? Will he get an opportunity attack?
you get the sense. But let's make a religion check.
Oh my god. I suck at religion. It's gonna be a 7.
What was I having?
My
Level
dad,
20.
Yeah, swing away.
my dad says I suck at religion too.
Yeah, that's fair. I am going to spend a sorcery point to
Oh, I remember those.
cast Twin Spell. I gain an additional target
Oh god.
on a spell. So
2
I'm going to
fireballs.
use. So I'm going
You
to
can't.
use.
Fireball. It has to be a spell that can only target one person.
Oh, okay.
So it can't be
Yeah.
a fireball.
Uh,
That
Do
would
not
be
question
insane.
Lord Explosion Murder.
Double fisted.
so I'm going to cast Firebolt. At
Bolt.
Firebolt.
Okay.
At 1 at the hand and 1 at the hound. Do I have to roll 1 attack or is that 2 attacks?
Let's go with 1 attack. 'Cause
Okay.
It's the thing. Same thing.
It's going to be an 18 to hit.
An 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So your firebolt, phew, the first one you noticed, soars straight through the tentacles
Oh, neat.
as if it's not even there.
Neat.
And the second one, straight through the fabric of the covered tent, leaves a burn hole like this big, just straight through it. You hear some sizzling as the meat of the ripped up corpses in there sizzle as it goes straight through him. Nails him. Roll for damage.
2d10.
I was kind of hoping
That's
to
gonna be
describe
12?
the smell.
12 damage. All right. Hits him in the shoulder, and he's again with the fire. People, come on, fire bad.
God, I like this guy.
Damn it.
Anything else?
I am then going to move out of the way.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And you'd think, man, I should have gotten an opportunity attack if that was an actual character. It doesn't swing at you.
It is just a ball of
You can
water
make it.
pinnacle.
Hey, being a cleric, you can make a religion check.
Yeah, that's my turn.
I'm technically a doctor, but okay.
Yeah, but who has the best medicine check on the team?
I think I tie you now.
Oh, you do?
I have 6.
Oh, we're tied.
CPR!
It was a terrible roll. So.
Copyright strike.
I just elbowed
Yeah.
off onto their chest to restart their heart.
This seems slightly similar to the bot you can throw out. And you kind of get the sense that this is maybe a spiritual weapon. The round continues back around to the other side, with the top of the round being
I
the
always
mysterious
hear
lady.
her.
What?
What about, what's his name?
Heritus skulks off into the trees.
That's
God
right.
damn it.
Damn it.
He rides up into the sunset on his hound.
He
It's
would
like Christian's
too.
here either
He
way.
would. That is what he would. You know what? We don't need him. He's here.
He would.
He's looking for
Okay,
loot.
so he would.
knows we can handle
Okay,
this.
so that would be more Heritus. Heritus looks at the hound. You haven't done me any wrong, but that doesn't mean I can't steal from you. And he goes and he jumps in the cart and starts pilfering through the bodies.
Okay, yeah, that's
Does
it.
he do a goat check?
I will make a goat check for Heritus for you guys.
If he
Check the barrels.
if he finds a goat, rigged.
Oh, if I had rolled an I goat this, I would have given it to him. Even if those ones. So no, he finds no goat. So it comes back around to the mysterious figure. She sits up.
Any character the DM plays, if he finds a goat, we all yell rigged.
And Glitch, you see her kind of step up or stand up, and you kind of feel the pulse this time from her body, almost like a warm radiance kind of pops off her and then goes into her gun, and she levels it at the hound shakily and fires it off. Miss. Hit. Ooh, those are actually pretty good damage.
I was looking at the cupcakes when you said, "Oh, those are actually pretty good."
They are.
In my head,
But
in my
she
head,
rolled
I filled in the
awful.
blanks.
So
Hooray!
she did 9 force damage worth of 2 hits. And it just splashes into him, and he's like, ah! He's not quite expecting this to hurt him, and it's just slamming into him. And with that, he's going to step through his portal next to her and just stare at her in the face. It's easier to hit me if I'm closer. And we'll come around to Amal's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay, is that out of the realm of a bonus action to make her drink a swamp punch cocktail?
You can... I'll let you use a bonus action and make an athletics check to cram it down her throat.
Perfect. -1 swamp.
And she will resist it.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate because I only rolled a 9.
We'll make her do... Oh, my goodness. She has a +12 bonus to acrobatics.
Oh.
It's healing stuff. Damn it. Okay, I'm fine.
If you would maybe use the bonus action to ask her.
Not what Walmart would do.
So,
No.
you just
I'm
reach
raging.
over with the potion and you're like, take this! And you're trying to cram it down her throat. Well, actually, okay, so she's like almost dead. I'm going to roll the disadvantage. Oh no, she rolled even better.
Son of
Okay.
a bitch.
So, you just kind of hear this, and you see metal things in her arm just kind of lock into place as she just grabs your arms and keeps you at bay. You see that she's got almost no strength or fight left in her, but this suit is kind of like an exosuit, and it's kind of helping her keep you at bay. So she's now got you in her grasp.
Oh no.
This is
So,
bad
did
news.
I lose my swamp punch cocktail or do I still have it?
It's in a hand. You can use your action to try to force it into her throat if you want. You guys are she's basically got you grappled. So if you want to do anything else like attack the hound, you'll need to break free of her first.
Fuck.
This was bad news, guys.
Without back.
Ma'am, this is a healing potion. Please take it.
So you can either roll persuasion to convince her to drink it, or make another strength or athletics check to force it down her throat.
I think persuasion's the better option, but like my persuasion sucks.
Are you sure you don't want to do an intimidation on the person that is already
Hi,
up in
intimidation's
arms?
the same stat as persuasion.
Oh, hey.
Barbarians can use
What game is this?
Omal, I'll give you a little assistance here. You're in a rage. So you probably should have. Hey, roll it. You should have rolled that at advantage, shouldn't you? Or is that on
Oh, you're right. That was an athletics check.
Let's try that again.
Oh fuck, that's worse.
You rolled
So-
the only worst number
Yes.
possible.
You were like looking at her.
This is wonderful.
We are going to die.
My belly hurts.
We're one round
She
in,
has-
and we're off the rails.
You are like just going, drink this potion. All your veins are bulging. I'll give you a hint here. She has 2 stats that are very high: dexterity and charisma. So why don't you play to your advantage and try forcing it down her throat? Because now that she's in your grasp, it's not
Does
acrobatics.
that count? Because I
Somebody go
dropped it
in.
into 17 plus 6.
Okay, 23.
That's.
Oh wait, no, 24. My string's plus 7 now.
Okay, you got it.
Oh wait, no, it's not.
So it
Hold
goes
on.
down her throat.
I did something very wrong, I think.
Guys,
No, it is plus 7.
Roll.
Son of a bitch.
I don't like the
Okay,
Mechas
roll
and
for
Dragons
Healy stuff.
soundboard anymore.
Roll for Healy stuff, I guess.
Yeah, it should say on there.
It does. Just a second.
Play to your advantage.
And then once you
and
heal
bring
her,
it
you
down
get to roll the
throat.
D8.
Not a BDSM podcast.
Okay, so I need to roll 3d6 plus healing bonus, it says.
3d6 plus your medicine.
Oh, and
Oh,
as it
Oh, wow.
That's a better healing bonus than Cure Wounds.
But you get to roll a D8 for the effects
Yes, I
afterwards.
do.
That's the trade-off.
Okay, so there's 6, 10,
one of the effects is
14.
She hates
So
you.
14 and my medicine. I get to add my medicine to it.
Yeah.
Plus 6. That's 20.
So 17 points of healing.
Okay.
And
So she's back up to 19.
I get to roll a d8. 6.
Okay. So
she hates you.
she goes, oh, it tastes like sweat and hay.
What an interesting frame of reference.
And then you just kind of see her start sweating. And she goes, oh, and she drops to a knee. And she goes, I feel like I just got a point of exhaustion.
She's alive, though.
Wow, that was specific. I wonder what the effect was.
So All right, so that's your turn.
I guess
Oh boy.
this did not go as planned.
Oh, I should have been planning what I was gonna do. I'm sorry, I was just enraptured.
All right, so that comes up with
The word of the day, kids.
So you're forcing. She's got you locked, and you're like forcing it into her throat. At the end of your turn, the hound goes, "Well, this makes my job easier,"
I don't like any of this.
and rolls horribly. With advantage, I got a 2 and a 3.
Yeah.
And he goes to put his glowing black hand on her shoulder, and you guys are just wrestling. And as you shove the bottle in her throat, it pushes her out of the way, and his hand goes between you two, and he grasps at air and goes, ah. And as he goes through the two of you, you can just feel your blood just kind of start boiling, and you can almost hear the sound of flies as he just goes between you two, and he pulls it back. Which brings us to Vixian.
Yeah, boy! Alright, so I'm gonna move.
Yeah,
Okay.
boy.
Like, I need to get away from this bitch.
Where are you going?
Away. I'm gonna kind of.
Parkour.
I'm gonna try to circle. I'm gonna try to circle around
5,
here.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. What's your movement?
It's 30. You can't do that. So I can go over here.
So
You
you're
kept
right
going.
here.
I was just.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
I can't get a clear shot with her standing there.
I'll give him like an extra AC or 2 for half cover. Since there is a wrestling Omal and character unnamed.
Making rage turtle noises.
Okay, so if he's at half cover, then I'm just going to. I'm gonna knock an arrow, and I'm going to try to hit his head if I can.
She has a plus 12 in some stats.
Roll for
And I've
headshot.
given her a point of exhaustion.
That is 25.
25, that hits. Yeah,
Who's the best doctor now?
Hey,
Wow, that was
17 points.
dog
Pretty
shit.
good.
So 2 on the d6s.
2 on the D6 total? When you add
I
them
rolled
together?
2 d6s.
And you got double ones, man.
And I got 2 fucking snake eyes, and I got an 8 for fire
Okay.
damage.
I'll just tell you the 8 for fire. The D6 is fire, and the other D6 is.
Okay, so I got an 8 for
The 8
this.
is for arrow damage. So
Arrow damage and then 2 fire.
I'll just tell you this: the arrow damage does nothing. You pretty much gathered that by this point. The arrow hits his armor, splinters,
missed
does
a
nothing. Doesn't even leave a scratch.
He's wearing,
But
he's
the
wearing a
fire,
mask, yeah.
the fire leaves a burn mark. Ah! And he'll take his 2 damage.
At which point, I do it again. I'm going to try to hit him again with it.
Okay. The hound is on deck. I'll be
I'm
playing
not
on-
happy about that.
I'm gonna be planning how
It's
he
not
kills
good news
everybody.
for all you
That's
guys.
probably bad. That's a 13.
13. That misses.
God damn it.
So this one he's trying to get at this lady, and the arrow just zooms over his shoulder, and he sees that arrow, and he gets mad and says, "Now," and you hear the.
You see, I'm imagining like those cartoon pitter-patter footsteps that are really fast.
16.
That's
Versus
my,
AC.
that's my AC.
That's your AC? Alright. So you hear. And then you just. You hear. And you get pummeled for 14 bludgeoning damage.
Fuck.
Whoa!
Rolled very well on his 3d8. And then he's going to look at you guys, and he's going to pull up his mask. And you guys see just a mangled, scarred up, just ripped to piece face. And he just stares at you all, and you all need to make a wisdom save. Everybody. Are you immune to frightening?
Hang on,
I'm
I'm
in
not.
rage.
Oh, that's a good point. Let me look.
I'm against being charmed, and magic can't put me to
Is it a
sleep.
wisdom
So
save?
It's a frightening save. Yeah, wisdom save.
14.
Awful.
What'd you
10.
roll? Oh, buddy, you get the second level effect.
Nat
12.
4.
12?
Well, I rolled a 17, and I'm trying to find the thing about
Wisdom is my
calmness
highest
of
save, and I
mind.
roll a 4.
Oh my goodness. So everybody's failed it so far, Amal. You need to figure out.
14 fails.
Well, I rolled a 17.
Oh, you rolled a 17? Okay,
Yeah.
so you're good. So Amal is just, you're not even looking at him. You're too busy staring at this lady. Drink it! But she felt the pull of the hand, and she just looks over at him right as he does that and gets just a face full of. Everybody but Glitch is frightened until the end of his next turn, which means that any attack will be at disadvantage on him, and no, any attack on anybody will be at disadvantage, but to attack him, you would have to make a wisdom save and then attack at disadvantage. Glitch,
Move closer, willingly.
you are paralyzed with fear.
Good.
Paralyzed.
Wonderful.
Omal, you are immune to the dreadful glare for 24 hours.
Oh, yay!
Everybody else is frightened and or paralyzed, except for Heritage didn't even look because he's in this. It says you have to be able to see it.
He's in a wagon.
Yeah, he's in a wagon, looking through all these bloody corpses. And then he reaches forward and tries to put another hand on her shoulder. This time he makes it, and
Great.
I healed you for 17. Hopefully you don't die.
Stop helping him do math.
4. Oh my goodness. So 11 plus 3 is 14, 18.
Oh.
She's at 19.
Still up.
And now I get to do my 66 necrotic damage.
Fuck.
Fuck.
What? Oh, 6d6.
Yeah,
I panicked.
yeah.
12.
I was like, guys, we're leaving, right? Or are we
Nope.
starting a new
I'm
campaign
out.
next
27.
game?
I'm out.
She takes 27 necrotic damage on top of that.
Oh, she did.
And she has to make a Constitution saving throw.
How? She's unconscious and possibly
gone.
dead.
I think she's dead. She didn't. That probably
Okay,
didn't do
so
double
she
or-
passes the Constitution save. Luckily, you see the black go into her skin and start to kind of rot, and then she kind of shrugs it off, and it goes back into his hand, and then she promptly passes out.
Damn it!
She also soils herself.
Yes, I mean there's a foul stench. You don't know if it's from his glove or from her. It is now Glitch's turn.
Okay.
The
Well,
answer
Glitch
to
is
that.
paralyzed, so he's just
Paralyzed with fear.
having flashbacks to when he was in the hospital overrun by
Dolaris?
the wizards.
You guys should get out of the way.
So is that just one turn?
Aim the fireball for back here.
Do
I mean,
need to
if
make
you're
a
good
save
at
or
aiming it.
anything?
It's till you would have to make the save at the end of your turn.
What's the
And-
AoE?
Well, yeah, go ahead and make
Yeah,
the save.
'cause
Twenty.
Let's
I
make a
still, I
wisdom
still get a
save.
turn.
Well, that's at the end of
20 plus
his
two.
turn.
At the end of
Hound's
his turn. Oh.
It would go away. But if you want a reaction, then yeah, might as well.
Yeah. Everybody be dead.
Exactly 20 feet.
Another terrible.
Okay.
13.
You're caught up in what could have done that to his face, and you're having flashbacks to your horrible torture at the hands of the wizards when you were younger, and
Yeah.
you're just envisioning all these horrible things that could have been done to cause his face to look that way. What are you doing, Dolaris?
Oh, I thought it was Glitch's turn. Yeah, I'm gonna
Paralyzed.
attack. What's his name over here?
Yeah.
And I am going to do a 3rd level magic missile. See if that does anything.
Thank God he didn't do it.
Third level
I
magic
was
missile.
thinking
That's an
that.
I know you
automatic
did.
hit.
Oh, I
The
know.
fireball right here.
And at 3rd level,
saying.
it is.
A fireball doesn't do that much damage. It just hits a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so if you take all the damage just to everybody,
Well, it does
it's a lot.
8d6 if I cast it at 3rd level.
I hope
Oh,
that
well, I
he
guess that
does.
is.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of
That's a
damage.
lot.
It's 9d6 at 4th level. But anyway, magic missile, and at 2nd level or higher, you add another one. Starts with 3 at 1st level, 4, 5. So it's 5d6.
5d6.
Oh wait,
D4, you mean?
yeah,
Magic missile
5d4 plus
plus your spell.
You can do
plus
it, Doris.
Plus
force
1.
damage.
That's awesome.
You can do it, Doris.
Oh,
Oh, wow, that's a lot of fours.
that's 12, 15, 16.
16 damage.
Plus 1. Is that per?
This
plus
is
one per-
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
So 17.
So 17.
force damage.
So
That's a
right
lot.
after he just completely obliterates the poor lady and then causes you guys to. You're frightened of him. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
to. You have to
Well,
make a wisdom save.
It says disadvantage on this
For
right
frightened?
here. Yeah. But if it's an automatic hit, then I don't have to do it.
Okay. So we'll
Is
just
that
go with it
right?
then. That's fine.
Okay.
That's an automatic. So you've already been locked onto him, shooting him with the firebolt and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of doing the I can't look, and you're just like, pew, 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 pew.
You're hip firing over an obstacle.
And
Gears of War tactics.
Yeah.
how many D4 was it that you rolled?
5.
5.
Yeah.
So just 5 beams of light just streak out and just pelt him, and he kind of stumbles back. And what'd you say, 17?
17, yes.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking pretty rough.
What?
Um.
I gotta make a decision then.
So is that your turn?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my turn.
So it comes back around to the top of the round.
Good
Her
job,
turn.
good job, Dolores.
Glitch is too busy looking away from the hound, paralyzed with fear, and notices her chest start to glow. And you hear, and it kind of glows. And you kind of think back and you realize, that's the sound a defibrillator makes. Is there one embedded in her chest? And she sits back up with 1 HP.
The word you're looking pacemaker?
No,
Defibrillator?
defibrillator.
I know, I'm just in my head. I'm
Clear.
It's
I just kind of
Didn't
made
say
a connection.
clear,
Like,
somebody's exploded.
I think a pacemaker is just a battery-operated defibrillator they keep in there.
essentially
Sorry, that was just me thinking
a
of my
bigger
grandma.
version of that. You see her whole body jolt with every shot. And after the second time, she sits up, and she's got blood coming out of her nose and her ears. And but she is just wide-eyed looking around. And she stands back up, and
To Amal, trying to cram yet another.
Drink it.
You know your lesson.
and
This won't give you another point of exhaustion, probably.
Nightmares.
she's going to fire again. Fail.
Portal.
Fail.
Jamming a bottle.
A raging
Damn.
turtle.
Man! She has three blasts from this, and all 3 missed horribly.
Worthless.
So she's on a knee, just looking around, and she's like blasting off shots in random direction. You guys are having to duck,
Killer.
and this takes us to Omal
Bacon showers.
She's alive for now.
at 1 HP. You decide what you're
Good
doing.
enough.
Grab a donut.
Good enough.
6 to midnight. They
So,
said.
everything
6.
I do can be magic.
6 to midnight.
My hands are magic, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I could
Do it,
do
man.
potentially 3 attacks on the man. Or
Do
I
it.
could pour more swamp goop on her.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
No metagaming. Unless you're going to do the metagaming pigeon.
I've already
scared me.
decided what I'm doing.
You
it's okay.
scared me.
Travis,
I didn't
we've
expect
determined
that.
that birds are not real, so come
Except,
on.
Okay.
except the metagaming pigeon.
So Omal is doing a big mad. And he is going to take... I'm gonna roll an unarmed strike on him because all of my unarmed strikes are magic because I'm a monk. Bam.
You just have to let me know that you're using that ahead of time. If you
I
just say I'm punching him, I'm not going to let you use it. But since you specified,
Oh yeah.
you're
So-
rolling this at disadvantage because you're terrified. Oh no,
I'm
you
not.
passed
I'm
it.
good.
You're the one person that passed it.
Turtle. So first attack. That would be a 17.
Okay, that barely hits.
Woo! So
Barely is enough.
that attack is going to be. Oh, holy fuck! That's 8. Whatever. It specifies my attacks are magical.
So 8 magic damage.
Yeah, 8 magic damage.
So you stand up and just loom over this guy by a good foot, and he looks up at you. And he's like, "What you got, big guy?" And you just come in and you see the biggest smile on his face. He's just standing there, and you slam into his chest. And at first it connects and nothing happens, and then you just see this pulse come out from your fist. Your piston. You got piston.
Oh, there's a
from
pit, so I was just in my head. I was just like,
this circle of force just ripples out across, and you see his armor kind of wave with it, and he just goes, "Huh!" and kind of takes a step back, and blood just kind of comes out the slit in his mouth, and he goes, "Oh, all right there."
And then I smile. And I will use 1 key point. Where are my key points? There they are. And I'm going to use Flurry of Blows.
I picture him like
And I'm gonna
ruffling
hit him
through
2
a
more
bag of
times.
key points, just like flurry of blows.
It's 18 plus 7 this
You
time.
got it.
Uh-huh. For the first one. So I'll go ahead and roll damage for that one. That would be 7 magic damage.
Okay.
And then the next attack is 17.
Okay.
So
That's a
it
hit.
another 7 magic damage.
All right. He's just taking these hits, and you're leaving indentations in his armor, turtle fist size, and he stands back up from these blows and goes, "Oh, didn't expect that. Well done."
Oh, and I burn a key point to make one of those a stunning strike.
So he has to make a what?
He con save of 14. Because I can.
21.
Damn. That's
So-
worth a try.
He stands back and goes, "Well done," and puts a hand on your shoulder.
Uh-oh.
I got 90 HP, bitch.
Very, very poorly. And 19 versus AC.
He hits me.
Okay. You're going to take. So, he's just laying it on your shoulder, and you're expecting just a gentle hand on your shoulder. It lands on your shoulder like a lead weight, and you take 10 bludgeoning damage as you feel your shoulder just
Half to
drop.
5.
Half to 5. So it kind of starts to budge. You just roll it back into place, and you're like, no. But as it comes back up, you feel it press into his glove, and you take
A lot.
It's a lot of dodge.
24 necrotic damage, and you have to make a
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Con save.
Yes.
That would be an 11.
You don't think that you can come back from that hit. Your maximum hit points are now at whatever you're at.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is that temporary?
Hey,
until a
remember
long
when you
rest
said
or
you have
permanent?
90 HP, bitch? Do not fuck with Mike.
Okay.
Or the
and then
mic.
Vixian.
Oh fuck, I'm playing too hard.
I also like bacon.
So, I'm going to turn around. Still spooked. Still spooky. It's a spooky time right now.
Well, you got tentacles chasing you.
Not to mention it's October, right? So, I'm going to draw both short swords and turn around and say, nothing, I'm just freaking out and I'm swinging wild.
Okay. Well, make an attack.
At disadvantage, because I'm an honest player, because I'm spooked.
At the tentacles?
Yep, at the tentacles.
Fuck. I don't hit it.
So you're just
That's
going,
fine.
ha!
Anyways.
You close your eyes, just thinking there's a mass of tentacles. You're going, and-
Hey, you
and
know
you're-
what? You know what? Hang on. Calm down. I should have did the math. So that is a 12 and a 14. Neither
So-
of those hit, right?
You are closing your eyes, just swinging wildly. This should hit, this should hit, this should hit. And you open your eyes, and your swords are just passing through air. It's not, it's ethereal.
We've
Yeah,
established
you remember
this.
when I shot a firebolt
I'm
at it and
scared.
it went through it?
All right? I'm scared.
Right.
It actually makes sense
Okay.
for your character being frightened. So.
Thank you. Totally did that on purpose.
In reaction
Right.
to that,
My medicine didn't work today.
60 feet away, he jumps.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Nope. Magical jump through the portal. Wait, let me
Does
let me
Tim
read
get a
it.
spell?
Magically transforms.
No.
What?
Remember I
Up to
tried
60
that.
feet. While in this form, it is immune to all damage and can't be grappled, petrified, knocked prone, restrained, or stunned.
If it's magic, does that mean I can cast counterspell?
Doesn't
And
say the
negate it?
spell.
Damn.
Okay.
He's
Worth a
not.
shot.
A legendary action.
Good thinking, though.
If you would like to notice, he snaps open the book and tears out a page, and the page flutters and goes, and he jumps through it. and the page is gone.
That's cool.
You see like ashes of the page just blown up into the wind.
Books burn.
It was a pleasure to burn.
And now it's his turn. Everybody is unfrightened. Glitch is unpetrified, paralyzed.
Unpetrified.
And the mall has 90 hit points again.
And
No.
no, you are at
You
whatever
tried.
health you are for a while.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Tents away!" And he goes,
I love that their name is Tense.
and as it goes by as it goes by her, it's gonna make one last smack at her.
Knock her unconscious.
She's at
She's had the worst day.
1 HP.
Oh, I do have
Oh
Sentinel.
my goodness.
You missed?
Yeah. So it goes and just kind of slides across her and leaves just these slimy streaks across her, like a caressing, goodbye.
Stop it. I can
Ew.
feel it.
Ew.
I can feel it. It's Skippy, and he just puts his hands on me a lot.
Bye, Tints.
And for his turn, 60 feet that way. Damn it. He's 120 feet into the woods. You would not be able to... Nobody can see him. You would be able to track him with your hunter's mark, but he's now out of sight. And you would need to actively pursue him to try to catch him and find his location again.
I think we
I
beat
say
him up.
pursue.
Yeah.
Let's
He
end
was looking pretty...
He's running
Can I-
away.
Can
He's
I
putting
chase
on
after
me.
him?
this. That's what we're talking
So-
about doing.
We're all
Um,
going to chase after him.
You would have to... You'd have to make... It'd take you a couple turns to get to where you could actually make a wisdom check.
Unless
So
have
if you
them
want
all
to attempt
throw
that...
Yeah, can I use a bonus action to, or
Kobe
a spend
a
an
bunch
action
of
to
fireballs.
do, yeah,
To do what?
to double my movement?
Yeah. So you can
Okay.
move and
So that's
then
60
dash.
feet right there.
So
He's got
20,
jet
40,
engines in the side of his
10,
legs.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So
Like
you can
from
make
the
it to here.
cartoons.
Yep.
They're not jet engines.
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
At
I
disadvantage.
just finished it. I have to watch it
You
again.
disappear into
Sub.
the woods.
Well, that's a 17 plus 2 is my low one.
Oh
That other one was a nat 20. So 19.
I have to watch it
So
again on sub.
you glimpse, right as you get up there, you glimpse him through the trees. Just a glint of metal and the firelight. It's in the middle of the night. So he's more than 60 feet away from you. You have dark vision for 60 feet? So that would be like quadruple distance. We'll just say using from the fire from your last bolts and stuff like that reflects off his armor, and you see a glint as you hear and the portal closes, and he jumps another 60 feet.
Damn it.
So he's a good distance away from you.
What distance exactly?
Let's make another perception check.
Damn it.
You got to figure out where
Do I
he
need
came out at.
disadvantage again?
Yes.
Michael, it's time to do math.
Oh, this one was not as good. 7.
Yeah. No. You saw him disappear through the portal. You don't know what direction he went.
He's still
Yeah,
within my range, right?
It's like
Yeah.
miles.
What is it, like a mile, 5 miles,
Yeah.
something like that? Yeah. If you want to make a perception check with advantage, I can tell you what direction he's at.
So, what's 19 plus 7?
26.
26.
Okay. So yeah, he's off towards the capital.
To the tree.
Not necessarily in the main road, but he's in the woods, and he's moving away.
So I'm very fast.
I
Should
jump
I
on,
just fucking go?
I jump on almost back.
That makes me slow.
Fuck. Do you have Havel's ring?
No. Rolling.
I mean, I have a distance of 150 feet on this fireball, and I've been waiting to unleash one.
You will burn down the forest.
Dude,
40,
Now all of China will know we're here.
At bare minimum,
Good.
he jumped 60
Sick
feet. At
reference,
bare
bro.
minimum, he would be at 290. Bare minimum. If he were to go in a straight line. But you don't know.
I start running in that direction
Okay.
toward the hound against my better judgment. I have 90 feet of movement if I'm dashing.
And Vic was following after.
Heractus rolled and I go this.
Did he find one?
You hear a Meh! And look over and it's
He's riding it and it's magnificent.
and he is in the front seat. and the engine is roaring to life.
Oh yeah.
After him, yon steed! And
I love this fucking game.
it starts to move a few feet and then sputters out.
I hate this fucking game.
And he looks
It's a
at
quick
it. turnaround. Anybody?
Fire and ice.
Would anybody like to
Fire and
jump
ice,
on the
Tim.
wagon with him?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Jump on the bandwagon.
How fast is the wagon?
Glitch, roll an intelligence check
Indefinitely faster than me.
with advantage.
But is it faster
Harris is
than me?
assisting you.
Is it faster than me?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Daddy's fast.
I'm
Alright.
rolling horrible. 13.
Okay. It's enough to see there's an odd trail of blood coming out of the engine. Would you
Goat
like to
blood?
investigate it?
Yep.
All right.
I don't like that this
Make a
engine's
medicine
running
check.
on.
Is the engine run on goat blood?
It runs on it runs on typo negative.
15.
You flip
Still not
up.
rolling great.
You flip up a hatch, and you see 2 hand-shaped indentations filled with blood.
Oh, boy.
Oh. So about running.
Guys, you think this is worth it? You know what? I'm going to do it. Glitch will put his hands on the...
Roll a d4.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a small one.
It's not bad yet. You're gonna roll a 4.
4.
You take 4 piercing damage as you feel the blood flow into the engine.
Was nobody
The
gonna ask
engine
how the fuck I did
kicks
that?
up again. It starts rolling. It starts rolling fairly fast. You feel like it could probably move about 60 feet. And
I'm
then
staying on foot.
move another dash and do another 60 feet.
Oh, never mind. I'm getting in the cart.
Everyone in the court?
I don't want to go on the cart.
Oh, Vixen said he doesn't want to go.
No, I'm just kidding. I was just doing a thing. I was
You
just
guys make dexterity checks,
doing a bit.
except for Glitch and Herodis.
Dex check?
Yep.
E.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
Acrobatics.
3 plus 2, it's a 5. Oh,
Sorry.
Hey,
Oh.
same here.
yeah.
You both are just
23.
knee deep in mud or blood and gore. You've
Yeah.
got like a large intestine's wrapped around your leg. Ah! You've got like a spleen stuck in your boot. Vixen nimbly
This is
steps
par
around
for
the
the
gore
course over
and
you.
steps up on one of the barrels and it starts rolling.
Two
didn't want-
sessions.
And we left them.
Both knee deep in blood and gore.
I didn't want to get blood on my shoes.
Okay.
You coming?
Bye, lady.
Are you coming?
She's on the ground.
She's dead.
Tries to get up and stumbles. She takes a few steps and stumbles to the ground. And you feel like her 1 HP and her point of exhaustion, I don't think she's going to catch you guys at that speed.
I turn around and shoot a firebolt.
Oh my god!
I put her out of misery.
You're the worst!
And I was gonna say, and I jump out and go pour more swamp fuzz on her, but
No, I
What do you
decide to
got
save her
there?
from that. I shoot
I
her
can
with
still
the
pour it
firebolt.
on her.
Firebolt. Ooh. That's a 13 to hit.
It misses.
Good! Fuck you!
She stumbles. It would have been a
Okay.
disadvantage anyways because she was
All
prone.
this time!
She can make it to our tent and stay the night. Okay.
Okay, I throw
It's a
throw
long rest.
one of the horrible swamp potions to her.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Let's see if she catches it. Make an athletics check.
That fell on herself?
That'd be oh god. That would be a 23.
Okay, you beam it at her. It hits her in the face. She's reaching out. And just roll your health and have it.
Because you gotta take off for the damage you
Let's see.
did to her fucking face.
It's something, okay? It's
There's
something.
glass shards sticking out of her face.
3.
I feel better!
Oh. Okay.
I don't
9,
want to
and
go on the
then plus
card.
6, so 15 halved.
Okay, so 8. Rounding up. 8. And then roll a d8.
No. 4.
4.
That's the same thing!
So, it hits her face. And she stands up and goes, I feel so much better. Oh, rancid milk. And then her eyes cloud over and she goes, I can't see! I can't see!
Oh my god.
Yes!
She's like,
Such a useful item!
I'm so tired and I can't see. And she just goes, I'm just gonna lay down.
So now
And
she's
she lays down in the middle of the road, just curl up in a fetal position.
This is your fault!
Guys,
You're
I have
welcome.
a feeling that this is not good.
So anyway, we go after the hound.
she's exhausted and she can't see any light.
She's
she'll have
blind.
the best sleep of her life.
She will wake up. If she wakes up, it will be so refreshing.
Yeah.
Such a like she stayed in a Holiday Inn Express last night. Guys, Holiday Inn Express.
So
Let me see something real quick. I might be able to. Where's lesser restoration?
I thought he said laceration. I'm just like, great. Now he's doing.
We
it
could
too.
stop
roll
the
your,
car.
you can throw your body.
Nope, too late. We're after the
Autobot,
hound.
roll
You're
out.
not even driving.
Duke,
Because you're
fuck the
spirit
Yeah, but
person
Harris
can
is
cast
driving
spells,
and,
right? Or is
you
that
know.
duplicity?
That's duplicity.
Okay,
doesn't
so
care.
never mind. Okay, so you guys are just rolling off into the distance and leaving for lady.
Guys, do we want another ally?
Nope.
Kinda. Yeah.
I have moral qualms about killing someone who is helping us
You would know, judging by what she's wearing, she's an Empire soldier.
still.
I'm just throwing that out there. So
Yeah.
you guys, any imp, which would be you two, Omal would recognize the armor as well.
Yeah, that's one reason I'm like,
Clearly in the arc.
Guys, let's throw her on the wagon.
okay. I am not careful about Viscera, by the way.
We're just gonna stop the wagon.
Okay,
So we can throw her
so
on
it stops.
Omal.
I just toss her in there.
So she's in there.
I'm getting a picture of this shit.
Move them out. Right. Now we fire back up and go.
All right, so put your hands back on the engine. You
Yeah.
gotta get it going. You
I
stopped.
thought I burned the cover
Okay.
off.
Oh, well, you burned a big hole in it.
Oh.
We'll just leave it off for now. But,
Only one that time.
okay, so
Forward.
take 1 HP.
To glory.
Omal,
Tinsa's still here.
you're not feeling too good.
No, I'm not.
You feel that hand mark on your shoulder pulse,
Uh-oh.
and you take 8 necrotic damage.
Oh, that's bad. Doctor!
Yeah.
You don't feel like that's healable either.
Can I walk back to crawl into the wagon?
Uh huh.
Okay.
We're having problems.
Heritus will up there take the reins.
Okay. I'll do lesser restoration on him, which allows me to touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. Can
Would that
be
count as a curse?
oh no, I wouldn't do that. Blinded, deaf, and paralyzed or poisoned.
Nope. Your lesser restoration has no effect.
Okay.
Oh
I
boy.
already casted it. I don't think I have greater restoration. I don't have enough cleric levels. Yeah, no greater restoration.
What are you at, Omal?
53.
Our tank
Out of how many?
just became a
53.
2003 Dodge
It
Neon.
doesn't go up.
Guys, I have a surprising amount of hit points.
Well, I used to have 90.
For now.
You have 53 now.
So you guys
Yeah.
feel it rolling.
You went from an M1 Abrams to a Dodge Neon.
Heritus says, I feel like if we want to make it take the dash action and move the 60 feet twice a turn, I'm going to have to use my hands again. And so he sticks his hands on there. And poor Heritus takes 1 piercing damage. And you feel it jolt. And so you guys feel like you could continue on at a normal speed for a while without using it. But anytime you want to make it speed up to do your double dash type thing, you're going to have to stick your hands on it.
Okay.
So
Alright,
now
this thing's gone.
we're double dashed.
Yeah, so you guys have moved like 120 feet.
Can we tell where he is now? You said he was like
He
290.
can make survival check.
290, 120. Yeah, that's still not good for me.
Hey, Hunter. Where's he at?
Huh? What? Oh, sorry.
Survival check. Or
Yeah.
wisdom check, or perception check at advantage.
What is my perception? Just in case. There we go. At advantage? Boy, am I glad you said that, champ. That would be 25.
Okay. He's still moving towards the capital. He's not straight ahead of you. He's somewhere up in the woods.
I relay that.
Okay. So you guys just keep continuing down the main road.
So are we like side by side with him?
He's off that way somewhere. He can't tell the exact position. He
Can
was
we
not
dash
stuck.
again? Do our dash, double dash.
He may not be. Is he following? Does it look like he's following the road, or is he like just going off in a different direction?
You can't see you're in heavy woods. If the road were to go straight, he would not be on it. But you don't know. I mean, it could bend that direction. You're gonna have to continue on and find out. Here, it just takes another 4.
Oh, good. We're even.
Okay. So you guys are continuing on. You just gonna continue on the road and try to catch up to him.
Is that what we're doing, good?
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm much for a fight, but
I'll do it.
Oh, that's
I'm
a
down
good
for a
point.
fight.
Almost really hurting.
Omal's probably dead.
Let's see.
Dead man walking.
I don't even know if I have.
Guys, we're all going to the same place. We're going to wind up catching up to him again. I say we sit back, talk to this lady, and try to regroup with the amount of damage that Amal's taken. And by relaying that, I say, guys, the turtle's hurting real bad. May not be a good idea, because the turtle's hurting real bad. You can tell because of the way his face is. Fucking look at him. It's gross.
That's just my normal face. It's my shoulder that hurts, sir. My shoulder.
Oh. Fucking gross, dude. Ugh. Good thing you're sterile.
Okay.
We don't actually know.
So
that.
you guys continuing on the road?
It's gonna be canon.
Can.
What are you guys doing? Continuing on the path?
I vote we park this thing and we tend to these people.
You're gonna park it? You can
I
do
don't
whatever
think
you
you
need while
can
it's
tend to
driving.
me here.
This is the main road to the capital, so you feel like you could probably take a short rest while riding in it
The capital's
and
probably
tend to
my
whatever
best
you
bet
need.
of survival.
We go on. All right, fine. We go on ahead to the capital then.
Let's do it.
Okay, so you guys are continuing on.
Let me know if you see a Radio Shack.
You guys can all take a short rest. You continue on for about an hour. And at the end of this hour, you see a... Well, who's at the reins here? Glitch? Glitch, you crawl back up there?
Yeah.
Okay, make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Or wait, no. Perception check. I don't know why I said wisdom save. Perception check. You're saving against the visions.
Natural 1. So
Okay. You see the flicker of maybe firelight. You don't know if it's a campfire, a big raging inferno, a candle. Something's up ahead.
hey guys, I see a bright light.
At this point, let's see. You guys went to bed at 4. You is in the middle of one of your other shifts, so it's about midnight, we'll say. Close to, probably getting closer to 1 a.m. And you see the flicker of firelight up ahead.
You said we could take a short rest.
Yeah, so you got your short rest, so it's there, and this is at the end of that short rest.
Okay, so short rest.
And you guys are rolling forward, and you come around a bend.
Yeah, I can't heal right now, right?
Right.
My max health is my max health.
You come around a bend, and sure enough, there's a campfire off the side of the road. Probably about 15, 20 feet. In the
Dude, it's probably him.
Is it the cat?
you can make anybody that likes to make a perception check now that you're closer again.
Sure.
21.
Yeah,
We're gonna go with his.
You peek out the flap of the cover, and yeah, you see the cat is sitting cross-legged, in front of the fire, and there are 3 slumps around him. 3 slumped shapes. Could be people sleeping. You're not really sure. And he's just sitting cross-legged, meditating. You're very familiar with this. You've done this plenty yourself. And he's just sitting there meditating with his staff in his legs.
I trust him.
I mean, we haven't. I'm just saying. He waved.
He did wave.
He waved.
Pro-
He was alone before.
But he did wave.
He did wave.
Did he look pregnant when you went? No. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
He's had a litter of kittens.
And he killed him.
I go and pick one
He
up.
ate them. Okay, so you guys are pulling up closer because nobody's yelled stop or anything like that. So you guys are rolling up fairly close to him. With that check, you can see him. One eye just kind of creaks open as he looks at you guys and just watches your wagon as it's getting closer.
I hang out the back and wave again.
You see his ear kind of twitch and wave at you, and he closes his eyes.
Need a lift?
He opens his eyes and goes, "Where are you guys going?"
The capital.
He goes, "Your wagon doesn't smell that great."
No, it doesn't. We totally jacked this from a horrifying guy who we think is also going that way.
At this point, you looked around. The 3 slump shapes are zombie-ish demon-looking things.
Oh.
And they are bludgeoned to death. Like, their arms are just, and legs are just in, like, misshapen angles.
Hey, I think you've met him.
And he goes, "Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't think I'd like to sit in that wagon. I'm fine, thank you."
Do you want to ride in the front?
Yeah, you can.
We can move Heritus into the wagon.
Yeah, he can sit on my back.
Hop in my ship.
Heritus hops off
Ah.
and hops on Houndy.
Rides on Fire Dog.
I don't have a dark robed tabaxi, but I'll throw him on there.
Robin Hood.
God damn, dude. To Jaxie. Those fucking biceps.
I thought I had a better one. Okay, so yeah, so he hops up there and goes, "What business you guys got at the Capitol?"
Well, now we're chasing a madman that is stalking us, and I don't know what's going on.
I
man.
tell him everything.
We just have. It's a business visit. It's a,
We have business.
our business is business.
Our business is our business.
You ever listen to
fair
Bachman Turner Overdrive?
It may or may not be related to the creatures you have pummeled at your campsite back there.
I'm humming
Says,
Bachman
yeah,
Turner Overdrive.
those were the strangest things. I mean, with the whole halfling community nearby that does the necromancy and in the capital or in the continent of Aranth. I'm familiar with the whole zombie stuff, but these didn't quite look like zombies. That was kind of weird. I just came around the path. I was hiking, and there they were. They were just standing there like they're waiting for something. They didn't really, I don't know. I just figured they didn't need to be on this world, so I decided to do the world a favor and get rid of them.
And you saved us from getting ambushed.
Yeah, that was probably for us. Thanks.
Oh, well, you're welcome. At this point, he gets a good look at Omal and goes, "Is that a turtle shell you got?"
Well, yeah.
He looks you up and down. "Huh, I thought you'd be bigger."
I don't know if that's an insult.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you
You
see,
should-
back where I did a little training when I was younger, there was rumors and stories about Master's favorite pupil, hulking turtle, strength of an ox, the speed of a jackrabbit. He just had nothing but glowing things to say about this huge turtle thing. We all thought it was a legend.
Where did you train?
Oh, mayhaps a little here, a little there. That's a story for another time. But seeing as how you all interrupted my sleep, let me get a little rest here while you guys ride on this strange contraption.
Know anything about blood curses?
Blood curses. Let's see.
I don't actually know if it's a blood curse. You see, I've got this handprint on my shoulder that keeps getting deeper, and every time it gets, it's not good.
I'm on my way to becoming a revenant.
Hey, I think if I sleep on it, I might be able to come up with something.
That's good.
And I'll help.
If you can
Head
survive.
shaking, mate. And I helped.
Well,
You
we
can
don't know
survive
we
to,
don't know that's lethal damage.
For the
You can survive
record,
enough.
it
I've been
is
told.
it is 8:30 my time. I'll need to head out in about 30 or so, 40 minutes maybe.
No, it is.
It's 9:30 my
It is
time.
9:30 this time.
It's 8:30 Central. Well,
Okay,
got it.
so it's 9:30 my time.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. 9:30 Eastern.
Okay, yep. So I'll need to head out
30
about
minutes.
30 minutes or so. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
But we didn't kill the hound.
You guys,
I really want the hound
My
dead,
wife-
but I'm also scared.
But my wife would be disappointed.
She
Hold
can
on.
come play.
I'm the only one that didn't get scared of the hound,
I will
but I think I'm the
continue
only
to
one who's
bark up
scared of
that
the
tree,
hound.
bro. I will continue to bark up that tree. I told her she'd make a banging druid. Kind of.
I got my wife to
Kinda
agree to
into
sit
druids.
in on
I'd
a
like-
session.
I had a stack of character sheets. Anyways.
What did you do?
I don't know what I did.
Do you remember when I said we did the real life D&D thing in Gatlinburg? It was solving puzzles and shit.
Yeah.
That got her into it.
Was it like an escape room?
Oh wow. Okay. This
Yes
is gonna
and
be it. So he climbs back there, gingerly steps around, steps over the unconscious body of the lady.
Yeah, she's fine.
asleep. And he steps over her, steps around the ripped up, mangled pieces of body that nobody's yet disposed of, and walks up and puts his hand around your shoulder, and you can kind of feel it warm a little. Well, first he does this. He goes, and he puts it on you and goes, "Now I got nothing." And he comes back into his seat. He rolled
Oh.
very poorly.
Thanks. I think.
He must have great circulation. His
Bad
hands are
touch.
warm.
So, would anybody else do anything on this trip?
I'd like to search the barrels for goats.
Make an investigation.
Oh, I goat this.
I don't know where I put those sheets. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, you don't find a goat. In fact, you try to pry open the barrels and they don't budge. They're pretty sturdy.
I was going to say, in fact, you all lost a level. You lost a goat for that.
We
No more
would.
goats for you.
Everybody go
that's-
down a level.
Oh no! Almost losing health left and right.
So,
Okay.
so as we're going along, Glitch will occasionally
You'll
just
be a
kinda
little baby sea turtle by the end of this.
glance
just
at the new
scooting
guy
along.
when he thinks he's not looking. Just kind of observe what he's doing,
Okay.
size him up.
I'm slowly stabbing the woman.
You
every
can make
time.
a perception check.
Just poking her.
Mr. Stabby over here.
Oh yeah, by the way, I was talking about Delaris actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
the
sizing up
person.
Delaris?
Delaris, yes.
Oh, here they are.
We trust the cat, though.
Yeah,
Look at him.
He will also be sizing up the cat though. Did we get his name?
He says, "Oh, by the name, my name's Socks."
Sucks.
That is
Okay.
such a good
fitting
name.
cat.
That is
Look at
such a good name for a
And he-
tabaxi. Oh my
And he
god.
kind of licks his.
That's
Socks, by the way.
adorable.
I'm just kind of
As
bummed
he-
out you're not
as
more
he-
in the center
As
of
he
the
does
camera.
this, his biceps flex.
I was gonna say-
Boom! He's pretty jacked.
I rolled a,
Oh.
a 19 for perception.
To Jaxie.
For him and Delaris, or just Delaris? For him?
You told me to. I assume I was rolling for him.
Okay, yeah, he's. So you see, very, very nicely kept robes. You don't see any blood or anything on them, and he's very well kept. His staff has been oiled and cleaned already since the fight, and it's almost as if nothing ever happened. And he is straight back, rigid, meditating, regal as can be.
Very clean.
Very well learned and
disciplined.
disciplined.
Don't touch his belly.
And I rolled
Oh.
very poorly in sizing up Delaris. So no.
That's it. Omal, who is
I'm
also
slightly
hashtag
taller
monk
than-
shit.
I'm slightly taller than Omal.
All right.
Just a little bit.
But Omal is watching our new cat friend very closely. assuming that he's trying to lull us into a false sense of. I don't know.
All right, so just to be
don't know
aware, it's
you pet
like 2 or 3 a.m. You guys are traveling through the night.
Oak light.
When you're gonna probably get to the capital like at 6 a.m. and by that point you'll have been awake for like 7 or 8 hours. So you have to decide when you want to sleep. You can get some rest in now and kind of make it a normal day when you get to the capital. Or
I wish I only had to be awake for 7 or 8 hours. Sorry.
it's up to you guys whether you want to just, because I mean you can continue, whoever's shift it is can drive the cart, or you guys can just continue on full alert.
I'm full alert, so I'll take first shift if anybody else wants to rest.
So if I don't
I took-
rest, I'm going to take a point of
I didn't
exhaustion,
even get
correct?
hit.
At some point in the day.
Well, I'm
It'll be-
dying of a
it's-
curse,
you've
so I'm
only
going to
been
sit
awake
here
for a few hours.
and not be happy.
Okay.
But later on in the day, if you want to stay up till normal time that you normally go to sleep,
so
you'll have to roll a Constitution save.
what Vixian then is going to do is he's going to pull up a couple of those kidneys and intestines, and he's going to.
Okay. Yeah, because you're not guaranteed to take a point of exhaustion. You could pass your Constitution save.
I
but
feel dress shit all the
Can-
time.
can
I
you
crawl
see in
inside
the
of a
dark,
tauntaun
Delaris?
hoth.
Do you have dark vision, Delaris?
No.
Okay, maybe glitch.
I have dark.
Shift.
I have dark vision. 60
I
feet.
can just hand someone the stick.
What's the range on it?
Like 30 feet? 60 feet? What's oak light?
I think it's 60.
Oak light.
If it's 60 feet, that's the
The
same.
refreshing
Crisp-
taste, the crisp,
we
refreshing
could mount
taste
it
of
on the
oak
front
light.
like a headlight.
Dagger.
Yeah. Oh, it's still unidentified in my inventory. Oak light is.
I definitely identified it. So
Did I not ever make that staff for you?
I guess not. That or I never added it.
I'm going to look at
Oak light. If you're looking to get high and tight on the
think
Lord's
it's
Day at 9 o'clock in the morning,
60 sounds right. I felt like I read that at one point.
Jesus does not approve of this message.
It's an awful lot of dice rolling over there.
just random rolls.
Okay. No, I don't. I
Roll
never made
the
that
one
apparently.
That's fine.
60 feet.
It's a pulse rifle.
All right,
with
so you can see
head
for 60 feet daylight.
All right, so it doesn't
You
matter.
break
if
it.
it's
3 a.m. So
We can
Delaris.
shift it so that we don't take the exhaustion.
I was gonna say. The only rule is that Herodus doesn't get the stick.
And you guys just need to sleep because you weren't awake for that long for the fight, and you've been riding for a pretty restful ride. So you wouldn't need a full night's rest to avoid the point of exhaustion. Just enough rest so that it becomes a normal day.
I'll take it out.
Again,
Glitch will climb in the back and start cleaning out some of the
Shoveling
body
out.
parts and maybe
Estelaris.
putting a few in sample bags. Some
Did you
body
take my
parts.
pillow?
Sample bags.
Yeah.
Make a medicine check, please.
Delaris says to everybody, again, I didn't
12.
get hit in that battle and I only cast one spell. I'm good.
You're gonna be
So-
tie later.
So, sifting around these body parts, you figure out that there were 2 bodies at one point. Though it looks like there should be more with the gore and mess. One of them appears to have been a dwarf, and one of them was a halfling.
Is that a thing?
Oh boy. Guys,
What
he
were their
is
names?
very prejudiced against little people.
Oh my God! The Hound is Randy Newman.
And then we start singing Little People by Randy Newman once again.
So you're cleaning up.
Yes,
So-
cleaning out the cart. as
Make
we
a
drive.
dexterity check.
Flesh golem.
All while they've done all this, I've advanced the cart.
7.
You are cleaning up, and you make a pretty good job at cleaning it up. But you yourself are now just covered in blood and gore.
All right, I'll start wiping myself down too.
Gets all back on the card.
Yeah. Okay. So you're pretty disgusting. You can spend
It's
a little
a-
time cleaning yourself.
It's a vicious cycle, really.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
cast Gust on myself to try and blow some of it
Do you
off.
not have like predigitation?
Prestidigitation? Let me
Yeah,
look
you
at
can
my
use that.
character.
That's a
Clean.
fantastic
They use
ability.
that all the time. to clean
Sesquiseptuagenarian.
I do not. I do not have
Make
that.
up
Okay.
words too.
You should have prestidigitation.
I should have used Gust to blow it
I don't
up.
have it
That would have been
learned.
smarter.
I mean, you can draw that.
Prepared.
Because
You've
that's
got
a
a couple
cantrip.
hours. to
Yeah,
spend
it's
on
a
this.
yeah.
I don't
You
have it
should.
prepared.
Yeah,
though.
I'll do that.
All right, so
All my cantrips are pretty
over
well.
the course of the next couple hours,
Well, make sure
Glitch,
next
blow
time you
shit up.
prepare Worcestershire sauce. Sorry.
Glitch manages to clean out the cart mostly. Some of the fabric and the covering has stained red on the inside. You can't see it on the outside because it's fairly thick. But yeah, I mean, anybody else want to do anything?
Sweet.
Advance the
Did
cart.
we check what was in the barrels already?
He
I tried to,
couldn't
and I
get it
rolled
right
a nat
open.
1.
Oh. Okay.
So
Almost
Maybe,
feeling too sick to crack
was
open
it-
the barrel.
Glitch will trying to look around in the
Oh, Maul's got
Okay,
one
make
good
an
arm. He's
investigation
going to
check.
use that one good arm to crack
Yeah,
open a
I'm
barrel.
good at investigation.
just gotta punch
Theoretically.
through it.
I
Okay,
will.
that's not a great start here. I'd like something above
Guys, this card search is brought to you by Oklahoma.
18.
So, you pop open the lid, and after a lot of force, these things were nailed on there good. You finally get it open, and you're just hit by the strongest smell of fish. And
Okay,
there's
throw him out.
a thing of fish on top. You've got a good investigation check if you want to dig down into it.
Yeah.
Okay, you start
Go check.
pushing through the fish.
Pickled goats.
And after probably about half the height of the barrel, you start seeing red. And is that a finger? Is that
Is
an
it?
arm? Is that a spleen?
I don't know, you tell me.
You find body parts at the bottom of this barrel.
But why were they nailed in there? There's body parts everywhere.
Guys, let's dump the barrel. Let's dump them and burn them. This is not good.
Let's dump them.
Burn
out
'em.
Find the contents.
Do you want to make a medicine check?
Okay.
Did you say burn them?
Yeah.
Okay.
23.
Doris?
No two body parts are part of the same body. You see something that looks like an elf finger, something that looks like a dwarf foot, nice and hairy, and it's just an odd assortment of small chunks of body parts.
Guys, I have a feeling that he was using these maybe to power the cart. Can I throw one of those, a body part, onto the hand things and see if it works? Like,
There's not a full hand.
okay, so it takes a whole hand to do it.
You put like a foot on there, and the needle sticking up just goes straight through the foot and just goes.
Okay, well that didn't work.
Well, great. Now I have to deal with it.
Again, that's
Whoever puts their hand on next has to make a Constitution save.
guys, this guy was hauling a lot of body parts. Seems kind of sick. I say we dump them and burn them.
Or
He
just,
touched me.
or just dump them.
Maybe he's collecting stuff for fits. I don't know.
So we dump
I
them.
don't want to just dump them.
Make an intelligence check.
So we dump. I want to dump them and search. What's in there?
Okay, so 16.
These barrels look like, they're not freshly made. And he didn't have a cart with him when you saw him last. And he was chasing you guys on foot.
Mm-hmm.
So, gathering by the possessions you see in the cart and the two bodies that you found in it that were ripped to pieces, this was probably their cart that he came upon. So the hound was not carrying barrels with him. These were barrels that were already on the cart.
Oh.
All while they're deciding what to do, I try to open the other barrel.
Okay.
You got long arms.
What is that? Well, it's right behind
He did
me.
mention something about
Uh,
necromancy. No.
Now, if you just want to rip it open, it's a
Okay,
strength.
so maybe
if you want to
they're-
actually look in it, it would be
Yeah,
investigation.
Parts
yeah, I'm
of
just
the-
gonna rip
Kinda
it
what I was
open
Okay, add your
and
strength.
see what happens. Where is strength? +4, 17.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you rip it off. And more fish.
Then I guess I'm gonna do an investigation into the barrel, see if it's the same.
Just
Actually,
add-
you know
add
what?
to the
I'm just
viscera.
gonna dump it out. I'm just
Okay.
gonna dump all the contents out right over here.
Okay, good. Because
Oh,
at least
I
you didn't
was
do it in the
worried.
cart. I was like, he just
Do I need to
cleaned
roll
the cart,
something?
guys.
If you just want to tip it out, I'll let you do that. It hits the ground.
Yeah.
Spills out its contents. You see fish, and then some odd stone statues roll out.
I investigate the stone statues.
Okay?
9 plus 9 minus 1 is 8.
Welcome.
They look very worn, as if they've seen a lot of hands, and it's kind of hard to make it out.
I picked them up.
Okay. What you notice, it looks almost like a child curled up, sitting on its hind legs on a pedestal, but almost skeletal in nature. The skin is clinging to all the bones, and it's just got this wicked grin on its face.
Thanks, I hate it.
You see a couple of those. You see a necklace with a pendant that has kind of the same silhouette on it, and then like a bag of what you would consider spell components.
Ooh. I take the spell components and do a religion check on the symbol.
Okay.
See if that turns anything. On the symbol on the necklace.
I'm always wondering if
12
you
plus
recognize
3,
it too.
15.
You remember talks of a possible dark fiend that some of the halflings in Aranth worshipped that would sometimes give them dark powers. But you're not very familiar with it, so you don't have any first-hand knowledge.
I take one statue, the spell components, and the necklace.
Okay.
Put them in my bag.
Pocketed it. Are you showing anybody else, or you just tipping this
Nope.
out and checking it?
Nope.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check for him.
Still a dick.
We watched you dump the barrel. There was nothing subtle about
That's
it.
what I was gonna say. Is that can I really?
You guys watch? Okay, well, nobody
Kinda
said
like-
you're. Well, I think you said you. I don't know. Somebody said they're. Okay, yeah. So you guys saw it. So you picked it up and threw it in your
I
bag.
did mention
see
he's
shit,
not
I'm
looking,
napping.
I'm
It
checking out what he's
clattered
doing.
off your chest. You've got slung over your shoulder, so you now have a chest and these weird idols.
Oh, I forgot I have the chest.
Yeah, you do.
Which, by the way,
Inventory. Weird necklace.
I believe
Weird
I have
statue.
a magical means that might help us with that.
I was gonna ask the doctor.
Magical memes?
Well, it got the wheels
That's
turning
all in
when
TMI
we
talk,
discovered this.
Magical memes.
a
Glad I
magical
quit.
lock.
Glad I quit.
Maybe I could bend the wings of
I
magic
don't. I do miss Randy's memes.
Travis
to open the lock.
Oh yeah, all fine. Good thing I'm still friends
Almost
with
as
Travis.
magic,
Do you have
and then
that
gives
prepared?
himself a beard.
Yeah, I do.
Magic beard.
There you go.
Thing is, we may not want to use it in the middle of the night. We can be considerate. It's a very loud noise, I have a feeling.
Heritus looks at your beard and waves his hand, and his hellhound has the same beard hanging off of it.
Yes.
Yes.
You know what? Screw it. Good
Yes.
I
Okay.
miss
On
Christian a little.
the magical lock on the chest.
Make a spell attack.
Christian.
On my
Spell
chest?
attack?
Christian would have did that.
Yeah, and if you want to
I told you I
prevent
just
him,
explained
you can
that
make
I
an
was
athletics check to block
No,
it.
no.
that I would help you. I was trying to help you open it.
I missed that.
It's like I'm talking to a wall.
Yeah. You'll
A
have that.
hulking dragon armored wall.
A spell attack.
A dragon wall and a turtle wall.
Weird statue.
No way.
9. It's horrible.
9! You point at it, and what are you saying? Gosh darn lock, open up!
Oh, I was hoping he was gonna say yeet.
Purple. I mean, it's okay.
And you have glyphs on your blasters? Is that what it is?
We've said that before. I've also said that maybe it was just random parts of his power armor.
Okay.
I don't really know.
So, what language are you speaking in?
Well, we're in dwarf country. We'll say dwarf.
Okay, so in Dwarven, you hear Glitch pat one part of his armor and say iron, and it lights up. And then you hear him say air, and it lights up. And it's just a flash of light on the lock. Ka-ching! And you hear a and everything explodes!
Earthquake.
Holy shit!
And you hear the lock click and budge a little.
The dog didn't move.
By the way, this sound is very loud. You hear it from.
You
300
hear
we can
very
tell.
300
loud click!
It's heard from 300 feet away. So it's like a boom.
The hound turns around like,
Essentially.
It's knock.
Thunder knock. Boom, boom. So you hear a and
Here it is dies again.
So
I'm a
if it's
little
an
tense. I'm
arcane
not gonna lie.
lock,
I'm
and
a
it
little.
budges a little.
The spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time it can be opened and shut normally.
I'm pretty impressed by the spell.
So maybe a Heritage should try and pick the lock now.
Get off your dog.
Make a persuasion check.
Heritage, you want to come help pick this lock? Okay, so persuasion, that'd be a 10.
He says, "Alright, but I get a share of whatever's in it."
You have to take that up with Delaris.
I look at him and intimidate him and say, I will decide what you get.
Make
But
a
you will get a
intimidation
share.
check.
20 modified.
You finally built one, dude.
He goes,
It's the
I did that
character
on
you've
purpose.
always dreamed of.
tough crowd here. He ambles off the hound, the bloodhound, the hellhound. There we go. Whatever his name is, Fido. He ambles off Fido, hops over there, goes to work, manages to pop out the other 2 broken lockpicks that he had in there earlier, and he's like, "Oh, this seems a little easier. Half the pins are already," and it opens up and falls off. Before you can even put your hands on it, the latch pops open and the lid comes up, and you see a metal rod. Almost looks like a piece of rebar. It's about yay long, 1.5 feet or so. Starts to float up.
I pick it up.
Okay. Do 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 do.
So Vixian's awake now. Asshole.
It feels very warm.
Oh, I
to
needed
touch.
to get up anyway.
This all. We haven't even gone to sleep yet.
Can I do, if it feels warm to the touch, can I do an Arcana check on it?
Sure.
You got a wand. A fuckery.
Yeah, wand of fuckery.
Up fuckery.
Is that
gonna be
Scalantula,
a
the upfucker?
12
And the really
Well-
sharp Hellraiser.
12 Arcana.
Forged by the fire wizards
this
of Wall
thing-
Mountain.
Is a large chunk of
Who do you
iron
think I had to
that
kill to get it?
should be heavy. Even in your strong arms, this should have some heft to it. But it almost feels like it's continuing trying to float upward. But still light as a feather. So you're not having to fight it. It's just you feel like if you let go, it's going to blow away in the wind.
Like a boon.
Can I just do a general investigation check to see if that turns any?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
It's Bruno Sardine, private investigator.
Ooh,
Should have went with the one
That's
that
a
went in your
3.
hand.
yeah,
I didn't
I
see
never
what that
count
one
those.
was.
That's
though.
a
It could've
3.
been.
That's a 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It feels warm to your touch on one side, and cold on the other.
And it's
Oh, wow.
round?
It's a rebar. It's like a stick of iron like this long, a rod like 1/4 inch, with some ridges going down it. Warm on one half, cold on the other. Heritus says, "I'll take my share," and tries to grab at it.
And it looks shockingly like that teenager right there.
Young Midoriya.
And he did 14 contested.
Strength.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Oh God.
You gotta stop rolling 4s, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I wish
All right.
you would.
He yanks it out of your hand. And
Then-
he goes, "What does this do?" And he makes a very good Arcana check. Squeezes it really hard. And let's see what happens.
Damn it.
That could be you.
I'm already Googling what happens in Mechas and Dragons episode 2. The floaty wand.
Floaty wand. Is that the name of it?
I'm sorry, wand of floaty. My bad.
Wand of float.
Yeah, we got his fantasy rules.
Okay. So I don't think that's good, guys. I'm sorry.
Does the wand now have a point of exhaustion and is blind?
He probably is burning the cart.
That sounds right.
Or freezing it. Or both.
Icy hot.
The icy hot rod.
Hot rod.
I had it up. Here we go. Spells.
Be like, Chuck, reach for the icy hot patch.
Oh no. There we go. That's
You
why it
found
would
it?
work.
Underneath it, there's just a whole tube of tough actin tenactin.
All right. Here we go.
Bam. Tough acting.
BAM! Tough actin tenactin.
This might be it for Heritus, guys.
Oh
That's a lot of dice.
11.
no. Oh god.
That's a lot of dice.
I wasn't
Would you
aware.
like fries with that?
If you are so great, climb over this wall.
I had to report to Christian that Heritus has exploded.
He might actually show up if he plays his frog.
You go this way. I'll go home.
Screw you guys.
I don't think Tim's ever seen it.
Okay.
Kung Pao into the fist.
Kung Pao, Enter the Fist.
Haven't seen it in a while.
God, it's such a great film.
Gober Chucks.
Heritus takes 45 damage.
Fuck! Boy, them
Pao,
stout
you can
boys.
sleep that off.
45 force damage. A huge side just explodes. He's holding the rod out. And it just goes boom, and you see a blinding green light just go straight through his side. And his
Motherfucker
side
was holding it upside down. He was holding it upside down.
And he collapses to the cart in a puddle of blood and gore.
His blood and gore?
Is he dead?
Because, I mean,
I just cleaned the cart.
his blood and gore.
This close.
Alright.
This is a good time.
I
to-
asked him, would you like me to put you
Wait.
out of your misery?
I didn't add the plus 40 force damage. Yeah, he's down.
Okay. Hold up.
40?
I'm
Yes,
a
it's plus
doctor
40.
and I can handle this. Thank you.
10d6 plus 40.
Before he does
This is an
anything,
actual spell.
before he does anything, I pick up the rebar and put it in my satchel.
Okay, which end do you pick up?
Yeah,
I
which
do it
end
right
do you
in the
pick
middle.
up, Tim?
Right in the middle? Okay.
Right in the
A
middle.
couple of your fingers feel warm. Nothing happens though. You're good.
Alright. I want to give Heritus a cure wounds. Pretty high level cure wounds.
That was.
And I gotta
kill him.
get scooting.
Spook, scoot.
80.
So I've been cursed. Heritus, who didn't do anything, just blew himself up.
Heritus was at negative 33.
Oh,
He
So
has
here
49
covers.
health.
I was gonna say, he almost insta-died.
His max health is 49.
He could have actually died
Yeah.
for that, couldn't he?
Here
If he rolled
covers
high enough.
15 HP.
Okay. So that's just enough to make the wound kind of close up, and the rest of it you kind of patch up and roll some bandages around him.
I look to him and say, what did you learn?
And at this point, you guys crest the hill and you see the capital. So that's where we'll pick up next time.
But wait, I asked him what he learns.
He's unconscious.
Oh.
He's at least alive, but
And you start grabbing him by the throat and throttling him.
What did you?
he curls up next to the lady, and so they're both unconscious.
Oh.
And that's where we leave off.
Join us
Dang it.
next.
Look at this ragtag group.
All right.
Join us over Christmas break.
Yeah, gosh.
I'm gonna stop the recording and stop streaming.